Okay. Welcome back, everybody. We're live this hour with a North American versus European Highlander showdown. I've got two pretty awesome rosters lined up. I want to give personal thanks to Valen and TotH for kind of captaining their respective sides. Valen has got most of the Syndicate, I believe, with a couple pretty good ringers to fill in. Pure is going to be playing. Famous for his sixes play. He's gonna try his hand at Highlander, and then TotH is captaining the European lineup, and I believe it's most or all of their team. They just had an official match, and I'm not sure if they won or not. But anyways, this should be a pretty good showdown. It's on a New York server. The pings look pretty balanced throughout, so supposed to be some pretty good Highlander action this hour. Casting for you guys is going to be Admirable and DJC. Before I hand it off to them, though, I'd like to give some shout-outs to the item team that's been helping me all day. Renhet, Trev, Whisker Biscuit, Ozzy, and Big Freak. I really appreciate all their assistance entering us in raffles and entering you guys in raffles and whatnot. Otherwise, tracking all these wonderful donations would be a nightmare. So they are what's making this possible. Otherwise, we would not be able to host something like this and make it as successful as it's been. So anyways, if you guys want to donate, or you're wondering where you can donate, how to donate, what to donate for, just scroll down. All the info is at the bottom of the Twitch page. I want to point out a couple specific things. The signed weapons silent auctions, that is a link to a forum thread which links to several other threads where you can bid and win signed weapon packs by Star, Banny, and Stabby Stabby, and there is also a Robin Walker pack, I think. Along with that, we're also doing a signed weapons buyout of $5 for some. If you click on that thread, it'll list all the current items left in that inventory, and those are $5 a piece. That's not a raffle you enter; you can just buy them. The thread is being updated, so we shouldn't be overselling too much, and we can also fulfill any back orders or whatever. So try not to. If you don't see it listed on the thread, don't donate for it. It's probably already gone or reserved. But anyways, I appreciate all the participation in the raffles and all the wonderful donations throughout the day. Why don't you take it away, DJC and Admirable?
Holla! Before we start, Seabear would like to give a shout out to you, Admirable. He says, "I love ad." And then he added a line that I can't quite repeat on this child-friendly stream, but he is appreciative of you, as we all are, dear Admirable. How are you doing? You took an hour break. You weren't with us there during the Pyro Hour. Where did you go, James?
Man, I just did not want to cast Prop Hunt and
Hey, I figured out why you didn't want to after it started. As soon as it started, I was like, oh, frick, what am I going to say ever?
I'm totally selfish, man. I am just entirely selfish. I'm sorry. One Step Camp, but I just could not bring myself to cast Pyro Dodgeball and Prop Hunt.
The reigning ETF12 Season 11 caster of the season.
Oh, I think I'm soon to be dethroned DJC Pledge, but in a big season, 67 maps or something.
Didn't they already announce the winners yesterday?
Oh no, it's just the nominations. Check it out at etf12.org and definitely vote for the Pledge. Hardest working man in TF2. I put it up for myself, of course, DJC, because I've got a massive ego, just Crack Clan and myself.
Of course. Where can I see these nominations? I see the Season 14 Powered by Twitch. I'm going to take a look through the...
Well, I'm going to talk about this game, DJC, because...
Hold up, I voted for myself and nobody else. Done. My contribution to the ETFL Season 14 Awards is over.
Oh, I'm getting a message here from Shocky from Epsilon. He says the in-game sound is too loud or you guys are too quiet. Maybe we can, I don't know, get some feedback in the Twitch chat. Is everybody else feeling that, or is Stefan just a little bit oversensitive? That crazy German.
Stefan, as he loves to be called by me, one of the top players in TF2, so his opinion carries some weight, but you guys in chat are much more important. Woobly says he is oversensitive. Everyone else says it's fine. So Shocky, you have been overruled, sir.
If it's too loud, you're too old. No wait, you're only like 12, aren't you, Shocky? What the hell?
He looks like he's 7 years old, fresh out of, like, just fresh into the world. The innocence of youth still alive with it.
I can't mock people about age. DJC, you know, I'm an old man. I should not be here. I should have a wife and kids settled down, but anyway.
I age a little bit. I get into that period where it's a little bit sad in a few weeks here, so I understand fully. But all 18 players are in the server, so I'll run down the rosters real quick. We do have over... Actually, they're all in different teams, it looks like. I can't quite tell. Yeah, they're all still mixing and matching.
TJC,
Damn
let me
it.
read out a great comment on Twitch here from Ty Frank JR. Oh god, annoying DJC on commentary. Good match gonna be casted horribly. How does that make you feel, DJC?
I'm okay with it.
Ty Frank JR, I wonder, can we work through this? Can you give us a little bit more constructive feedback about why DJC is terrible? Is it because of all his American rhetoric? Do you want to hear the European seagull?
I was debating whether or not I should bust out my pro-American sounds once again, if I should sing a little Lee Greenwood, God Bless the USA once more, but I feel like people don't want to hear that. I feel like they got tired of it enough the first time in that Highlander show match we ran a few weeks ago.
Okay, it's going to be nothing but love today then, man. It's all about One Step Camp here. If you have just joined us, this is Tip of the Hats, an amazing, unbelievably snowballing TF2 charity fundraiser. And right now I'm checking out, we've gone past 25,000 DJC. I want to do some experiments here, you know. I've got a bit of let's say cash to throw about, a bit of virtual money sitting around in my PayPal account. How can we promote this and get the viewers set them a little challenge, maybe, DJC? I don't know how we can do this, maybe Twitter or something like that.
You're the one who was talking about making hashtag wars or whatever the hell during the intermission.
Alright, we'll make it entirely personal, DJC. I want to get something out of this, you know. I'm just going to hijack this charity. I've started using Twitter in the last 2 weeks. You can find me at Admirable Player. For every new follower I get in the next 2 hours for the entirety of this Highlander match, I will add $2 to the pot. How about that, DJC? $2 per follower. Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on.
$2 per follower to what? Your Twitter?
Yep. There you go.
You sure you can afford that, James?
I see 2,000 people on the stream. Come on.
If you get
How many
2,000 new
people?
followers, are you going to donate $4,000, Ad?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you actually have $2,000? You're going to have to go beg your mother?
Gonna have to sell a kidney, DJC.
Believe they are about to go live.
I guess we should run down the rosters then. I'm assuming they're finally on the right teams. Over on the blue side, we will have the European squad, which is mostly SNSD. Representing SNSD will be ALX, who will probably be playing heavy. Linus on Soldier, Tivik on Sniper, Hurry will be playing Bat. Spy class, Buttnose over on the Pyro, Cadis on the Demo Man, and Broders Miralin on Medic. Looks like their ringers, their mercenaries will be F2 playing the Engineer, Epsilon and Mike playing the Scout. On the red side is the Syndicate roster, currently missing one player, but on Soldier they're going to have Blaze. On Heavy they're going to have Polk. On Demo Man they're going to have Red. YZ50 playing the Scout class. Max on Sniper, Stabby on Spy. Pure is in subbing for Firefly on Medic. Firefly, who was subbing for Hildreth, the Syndicate medic, putting Cup on that Pyro class. And the one player missing is Valen, though I'm not quite sure what class that leaves him to play.
I think he was going to do Engineer. I'm not 100%. But yes, he is the one we're missing. And yeah, it looks like he just went on NG.
Oh wow, DJC, I'm getting a cold sweat here. I think, going by the chat, I am going to be deeply overdrawn here. I'm going to be in the red for sure.
How many did you get?
I'm just going by what the chat viewers will say, but they're saying it's jumping up, man, past 200.
Uh-oh, Admiral, you better get that wallet unfolded and ready. We're going to go live here with the setup for this PL Badwater match. Some big names here. People will likely recognize Stabby, the YouTube and Twitch sensation. YZ50, the land superstar. Valen, known for his Highlandering for a long time. Polk is one of the most famous heavies in Highlander. And if you're European, you obviously know SNSD. They are the kings of Europe. They have lost one map, 2 maps, 3 maps ever, and they were all in show matches to North American teams on North American servers. SNSD pretty dominant here. You, Admirable, what do you know about Highlander? Have you improved your knowledge since we last casted?
TJC, I just like it when the blue guys kill the red guys, and vice versa. Actually, I want Europe to win. When the blue guys kill the red guys, I will make noises. Ooh!
Just make that noise every kill that happens the entire... Let's just
like
cast
a train
in
being
that
faced along the
noise.
tracks.
Don't use war. Let's not use words in this entire cast. Let's just talk like that. See if we can keep it up for how long.
How much is $2 anyway, DGC? Is that like 10 pence UK money?
I don't know anything about the conversion rate. We're going to see that Demo Man. This is Cadis' signature play. And I think I might be going woo soon here because he's bombing in, going for that caber kill. He's onto the enemy staircase and he forces the Uber. Woo!
Every time, man, he always gets it done. This Cadis guy doing work. You think they would come to expect that caber bomb, but he always seems to get at least a force out of it. Big plays.
Plays from Cadis. And that means the full advantage will be up in favor of Miralyn. A bit of an upgrade from SNSD normal medic, the Sucker. There will be no Uber drops tonight from Miralyn, I promise you this, unless Stabby Oh, the Uber drop comes from the sticky trap. So I lied completely, and then Stabby just takes down Cadis. Anyway, well, I'm just not going to predict things anymore after that. That is shaming and humbling.
I'm checking out the Yanks here, man. Sorry, the North Americans, as they hold tight up here. The Sentry is down, but they're gonna get that back up again. No, wait, it's down below DJC. I'm crazy. The cart is coming into Sentry range, so now it's really up to the Europeans to try and get that gun down before they can push that little cart anymore and make that beautiful ooh noise.
Just make that noise all night long, Admiral. It'll be entertaining. It'll draw on the donations. We are seeing that Red Team have held firmly this first point. They don't have a level 3 sentry right now, so SNSD are getting another chance. I see Cadis is launching in behind once more. He's ready. It's time for Cadis to go. He's placing those 3 stickies. The caber is out. He's going for Pure. He's going for the drop. He's on top of him, and he whiffs because of the ping, and the Uber is going to be forced out by Pure. He doesn't want to risk it on high ping. And another Uber force.
Oh, we got Spy in the cart here. Hurry, pushing it forward. Slowly but surely, and the Yanks have decided to back off. They're going to set up the second wave of defense here, I think, DDC. It's just too close to that point.
Yeah, the cart is very close right now. We're down to 2 minutes, 30 to go, but usually in a match like this, when it's going at this pace, the cart will just get pushed. Eventually, you see the Spy right now. Hurry is going to start moving on to a red and pretty much giving up all hold on this. Uber is an advantage of Miralyn until Max, the superstar of the North American European Highlander show match for Ginyu Force, does drop Miralyn there. So that's 2 for 2 on drop so far for Miralyn, so he is doing his best to replicate the Sucker. You are well missed, Swedish medic superstar.
Already we saw the Europeans trying to make a little play up the staircase, drawing the eyes at least of the Americans, but they have decided to drop back and wait for that medic to respawn. Big Uber advantage here for Pure. I wonder, would they opt to push in if they see that the EU are close enough? Might they just go in and try and humiliate SNSD here?
That is not how they're going to play, although Blaze is getting a little bit aggressive. There are some stickies in this stairwell. Red is going to walk forward in debt. The SNSD combo of ALX and Miralyn want to start moving up here. Miralyn seems a little doe in the headlights, kind of, at Highlander. Seems like he hasn't quite played it before, perhaps. Just unsure of where to be, where to go. He's just following his heavy around. The stickies are going to be dead here. Tvik is going to take down Max. He finally gets his revenge for that Highlander thrashing that Europe received. And the Uber is now inching. It is here for Miralyn. He's going to pop it off. Hulk is going to get dropped by Pure. Cadis with the stickies taken down. Stabby's going to get a pick on the enemy Spy in the form of Hurry. They haven't gotten the gun yet, and Red now has the high ground control. But here comes ALX with that superb tracking. He's going to get pincered from 3 different angles, though. An NG, a heavy, a Sentry, and a Demo all shooting him. SNSD have managed to take the gun down and gained a lot of ground here as the American squad, the Syndicate, have backed it up.
Wow, they made that look easy, DGC. I'm feeling Europe today.
Hans Bucket in chat says he's anti-American. Follow him until he gets his shit repo. That's the spirit. Destroy our European competitors.
Anti-American? Wow. I thought I was just the people's champion, DJC. I don't have that same hatred of other nations that you seem to inspire in people, but right now we do see North America pulling back. Max is doing his best to slow it down with a couple of nice headshots there, taking out Linus and Buttnose, but we see Hurry on that cart, pushing it forward slowly but surely. Chris is going in here fearlessly with the cart push, not scared of that scope of Max, who is just peeking there on the slope, but not finding anyone at the minute.
The cart is being pushed very slowly and methodically. The Uber is going to be popped off. ALX is going to pop in. Tvik takes down Max and then gets backstabbed for his effort. But the picks are in favor of Blue Team thanks to some spy work from Hurry, who will drop the pole. He will die to the trap for his efforts, but here comes that big play from SNSD. They're just going to shove it all in, putting Cup of Blaze and Valen die in quick succession. America have been pushed kind of to the brink so far. They held that first point admirably. Admirable. but ever since then it has gone a bit awry. It's 3 alive right now. Pure is on very low life. He is backing up to the stairway area, trying to get to his lower spawn here. He's going to start healing up his heavy. The Ubers are even right now. SNSD still have a number advantage, so we'll see what they can make of this push.
I'm trying to go back on my own words here, DGC. I'm begging the Twitch chat, can I make it $1 per follower? But it's a unanimous no. I think I am going to be just going hungry for the next few months, up until I-49, I guess.
Ramen is cheap. You have a sponsor in TF2 who will no doubt aid you in your journey to I-49, so that'll save you some money. But don't promise things you aren't ready to fully commit to, Admirable. You know this.
Math isn't my strong point, ETC, but oh! Eddie gets dropped there. ALX just focused down by Pop. The Pop did not come in time from Merlin. I think this might be his first foray into Highlander Medic, and I know after my glorious time with the Irish Highlander team DGC, it's tough out there, man.
It's tough in Highlander. I've played a little bit of Highlander Medic myself. It's not the greatest. We are going to see that TotH will take down Polk here and he's trying to peek on this choke area. TotH perhaps a little bit upset at his being shown up by Max in the Highlander show match a few weeks ago. Perhaps he's looking for revenge tonight because he has made some crucial picks despite his 5 points. Max is being more damage, more kills overall, but picks have been really big picks, I feel.
Yeah, I just want to plead with the viewers out there, please stop following my Twitter account. Please unfollow if you've already had it. I can't finance this.
How about this? For every person who follows my Twitter, twitter.com/DJCTF2, Admirable will donate another $2.
What? What? I don't agree to that. Come on, man.
I don't think you have a choice in this, James.
That's not how it works, Richard.
James.
Uh-oh. I created a monster here. Damn you, Twitter. I knew I didn't know what I was doing. Right now we see the Europeans edging forward.
The one during the intermission was like, we gotta play with hashtags, we gotta pimp out the Twitter, man, we gotta do what we can, we gotta make this a spectacle. You have made it a spectacle, and it's gonna
I see a spectacle right now, DGC, as Uber gets popped off here, and Pure milks it expertly, man. He's gonna roll forward here with a heavy, but Polk isn't really in range to do much damage. There's a spy coming in behind as well. Hurry's been spotted, he's gonna get... He gets the heavy, but goes down himself, and Buttnose works his way forward. Merlin gets juggled in, goes down to the pyro, and shotgun there of bonus pudding cup. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna distract people with some hype commentary so they just forget about Twitter altogether, DJC.
And Merlin did die during that, so Pure will come away with a huge advantage here, about 50%. And this time, which was looking a little bit awful on first point, and then a little bit better on the ensuing points, is now switching back to awful, and especially as Max is just going to peek out and take down Merlin again, so that will be a full Uber advantage for the Syndicate.
I see a soldier up top here. It's Linus working the flank here. He's on 69 HP though. He's trying to sneak his way around. Now he opts to go back. I called it too soon, but we do see Hurry coming in behind, drops down. He's going straight for that medic, gets the body stab on to Pure, but not enough to even force him. Nerves of steel, that man. Nerves of steel.
I didn't hear what you said. I heard nerves of steel.
Am I doing the robot again? I see stabby coming
no,
behind
you're not
DJC.
roboting.
You're just ignoring me? That's cold,
well.
man. Cold.
Well, Admirable. You're kind of ignorable. Merlin's going to get headshot yet again by Merlin. Stabby's going to go for the play here, but he gets spotted up by that pyro. Buttnose doing excellent work to take him down. We see the bomb coming in. Cadis takes down Pure, though. Oh, that swings it quite a ways in the other direction.
Yeah, I'm just, engaged in the Twitch chat here. Script Tease asked, Admirable, is there an amount I could donate to get you to sign my Medigun DJC? I think I could whore myself out here. If only he was donating to me so I could make up this massive gulf in my bank account that is soon to be coming in the next 2 hours. But yes, let's ask the chat what would be a fair amount for Script Tease to sign his Medigun. Put it to the chat, how much?
Who is signing a Medigun?
Me. Somebody wants to get their Medigun signed by the worst medic in Europe.
Yeah, well...
People are crazy, DJC.
Well, you are a famous caster, even if your medicing is not quite up to par. Merlin's going to pop the Uber here. He and Kate is going to drop down to get air blasted away by this Pyro. Pudding Cup doing his job to deny the Uber. We are up to 5 minutes 25 to go in this little round. Card is being pushed here. Here comes the big flank from Pudding Cup. Going to pull out that shotgun. They've already taken out Merlin. The headshot's going to go on to LX. Max making his presence felt. Card is still being pushed, however, but there are no heals up. Hurry is going to go down to Max as well. Blaze distracting a little bit there on the soldier. Here comes the bomb from Linus. Oh, what a brilliant play from Linus onto Pierre. They get the medic. Oh, and that's a big swing again. The Syndicate lose their heals, lose their uber advantage. That's the Highlander Community Challenge video featuring Hilda's lovely casting.
I'm having trouble keeping an eye on the chat here. I'm going to put out to LiamFX. He's our #1 mod, man. LiamFX, you've been watching the chat. Can you come up with a magic number that we can put to scriptees here? We're doing everything we can to get this money for One Step Camp. I'm giving you the power, LiamFX. Put a price on that medigun signing. Sorry, DJC. There's a game at hand here. Tell me what's happening.
There's a game at hand, but more importantly, there's a love on display between you and I, Admiral. That's really what people are here to see, not the game. Nobody cares about whether this is going to get capped or not. Broder...
As you try to bleed me dry with more Twitter promises that I can't keep. Thanks, bro. That's how romantic.
The best display of one's love is money spent, Admiral. But Maryland does have that uber advantage right now, up to 45%. They're trying to move in through the flank area, the tire side right now, as it's commonly called in competitive. They are going to attack from the high ground here. There are only minis on defense now for Valen. So if Pierre doesn't get the Uber up in time and SNSD push up with the button, they're going to find themselves in a very nice spot. They have rotated back out of tires. Looks like they might go for a more standard push through the choke area here.
LiamFX hasn't responded. He must be away. I thought that guy was like omnipresent 24/7 watching Twitch, but I'm just going to throw out there. I'm going to say $50, man. $50, I'll sign your medigun, huh? Am I greedy? Am I asking too much for charity?
I forgot that we have comms, but Lang isn't here right now, so I'm going to ask him to get on that and give us some SNSD comms here. But just take it away in the meantime, James.
Okay.
Give us some SNSD comms, Langer.
Which is that? Oh, okay.
Just come in from a run. Whoops.
What?
Can we build it?
The two guys in window room, I think. Soldier and Sky.
Oh, spy has engine.
Where's the sniper at? Sniper, he's left.
Right here.
In
Small
that
help.
room. I got an SG apparently.
Yep. Nice.
Okay,
I'm gonna try to push from stairs next time.
The ring is
spying. Yeah, spying.
Yeah, when we push, someone has to take the cart. Like, we're not getting any progress on it when we go.
I'll do it, sorry. I got you, bro. Let's push now. They don't have
Yeah,
it.
okay, let's go. I'm walking in. Take the cart. I'm in deep.
Spy left.
Fuck my life.
Got a weak.
I'm on the cart.
Okay.
I can't do anything. Scout's weak, top left.
I'm destroyed here. Demo low.
They are ready.
There he is.
We got good progress.
Spy me. Fuck my life.
I'm dead.
And she dead. Can we take creeps there or no?
Still getting the cart.
Go for it.
If you want to imagine.
If you want, man. Feel free.
Nearly got the
Curry
cart.
almost
Cut down.
kept it.
Sorry, dead.
Alright, so that was some SNSD comms right now, and I'm going to make Lang work extra time. We're going to hear the Syndicate and their frantic defense as this card is near the break. The break.
Let's go. Not in 5.
I just took that ammo, sorry.
It's all good.
Like Cypress choke.
No. Okay.
Yeah, he's choke.
Cypress choke peeking.
I'm taking rollers.
Let's go, Mapper. He's hurt.
Something just grabbed on a hole.
Fire cart!
It's done.
Cool.
Yeah, he's dead.
Thank you.
Yep.
Call.
Okay, I'm 94. Yep. Okay, we got him.
Alright, here's some shit.
I'm waiting.
In the
Heavy dead.
Waiting.
tire side flank.
Spy on cart.
Come down. Spy cart.
It's dead ring.
Oh, sniper's on corner.
What's the shit stairs?
Yeah, we have people on the stairs.
Medic's fucking raped. Right side,
No.
he's trapped behind us.
Oh no. Thanks.
Medic's fucking raped.
Back up.
Oh, yeah.
Spy's done, I think. Should be done.
Yeah.
Cypress choke.
Do not feed the corner.
Spy's that.
Can we get it? Aggressive. Focus us heavy, please.
They're pushing.
Heavy
Medic
down.
dead.
Spy.
How was done?
Spy is up top.
Spy still.
Demo's dancing,
Demo's
destroyed.
Sniper's,
Spy on cart, I think.
Sniper's on tracks.
Sniper's in the corner. Yeah, he's hurt.
They're almost wiped. They got 4 spawn.
We're 70%. Uber wins the game.
Med took a headshot. Down.
Nice.
Nice Debbie.
Demo.
Are you guys
He's down.
He's staying on
I'm gonna get
cart
the telly. Or I'll get the sentry if you want to come around corner.
Get the tail in.
Demo's going right.
Social shopping. Scouts on you guys.
Good
Spy
job.
dead, ring the wrong part. Down.
I can see clearly now, the rain has gone.
Oh, Pure giving us the perfect closer. Playing with expert directorial timing there.
DJC, I think you should just run with that. You know, how much do you want to pay guys to hear DJC sing? You know, we've done this before for the I-46 fundraiser. You want to hear DJC sing? Get your money out.
I'm not opposed to singing. I would need some direction as to what song you guys want to hear me butcher, though.
I want to hear you sing through your illness, DJC. You've been on a real road to recovery here since the very croaky beginning when we casted that initial game, what, 2 hours ago? I feel like you're a new man. Singing could just be like, you know, the final step in your cure.
The people who I really appreciate in the chat right now are the people who are volunteering to pay to not hear me sing. Thank you, guys.
I think we could do both, DJC. You know, if you like add a comment to your donation, if you want to hear DJC sing or not, we could tally up both and then, you know, give the people a choice.
There's a wide range of song selections coming out here. I think from heavy metal to rock and roll to R&B to soul.
Walking on Sunshine, I'd like to hear that. Shout out to Profix TF2 there on the chat.
Why don't you take away the casting for this little part here, Admirable, as we take some time away.
Oh, I'm watching the Americans move out slowly but surely on that blue side now. Not really challenging that top position, the defensive spot there with Sentry of the Europeans. Just working the cart right now. Big bomb in comes from the Demo Man. He's sky high but finds himself in the firing range of that Sentry. Did enough to draw the fire away so everyone else could work it down though. Sentry is down right now for EU, but that's 3 players down for the Yanks. Both medics remain alive, but Mirlan pops off his charge. Big advantage here for NA. How will the Europeans respond to this, DJC?
Well, Pure did stay alive. They haven't quite started their push yet. Usually the play right now is to just play the low ground, try and get picks and back it out, which is what SNSD's positioning suggests they are going to do. Meanwhile, Team, the Syndicate, are moving up top. F2 does manage to drop the Engineer, so that could hurt a roof defense here. Here comes Linus. He's going in for the big play. Going for the air shots, eats that pipe from Red, and then gets cleaned up by the mini sentry. Pure did have to pop his Uber though, so this is a good result for SNSD here. I think what I'll do is, for the singing, we are at, I believe, $26,040 some right now. So let's say that if we hit 300 more, 26,300, I feel like that's enough. If we hit that, I'll sing. But
nice. Chuck says we're not going to have time for that. We're not going to have time for that.
I can do it during the cast as we do this. This is a 2-hour block, I think, of 99. Yeah, so if I can do it during the cast, that'll work out alright.
Okay, that's the challenge. We're going up to 2,700. And DJC will sing a song of your choice, but who gets to choose, DJC?
Well, we'll have to figure that one out, won't we?
The biggest donor in the next period? Can we get that sort of statistics? Talk to the tech guys.
Let's see how long we see Please Don't Sing DJC sit as the most recent donor. I appreciate him, but we are going to see action going on here. Red team are siphoning players. They have lost their demo so far. Roof control is being earned here slowly by the Syndicate. Max and Valen are dead. Blaze going down as well. Here comes Pudding Cup onto the offensive to take down Tfik and prevent him from dropping Pure here, who now has that full Uber. They're going to, we're going to see SNSD's Uber gets popped as they run away from the fight here. That should open up an opportunity for Red and Pure to move forward. Mirlan has been caught out a little bit forward, but he finally will escape.
We're moving forward now through the house. He's got his whole combo here. They're ready to unleash some damage, some vulnerability upon the unsuspecting Euros. Uber gets popped off with that one heavy here, doing massive damage. And Red are cleaning house here. Spy comes in though just as the Uber fades, but he gets cabered. Hurry is sent to the spawn queue. F2 goes down at the same time, and I think that was pretty successful there for NA. The cart is moving forward, DGC.
Yeah, Broder rather SNSD have their full advantage. We see a soldiers in behind though. Blaze just gonna go straight for the heavy hits, 3 rockets on him, and then Tvik gets dropped by Max. So Blaze with a nice play that distracts and opens up a lot of space. We're gonna see Cadis gets that Uber popped on him though. He's gonna drop down. Pure is on the cart, but he instantly just turns and runs away. They have put it onto the pyro. Butt Nose is trying to chase, but Cadis, Mike, and Linus get dropped in quick succession here. Harry's gonna go for the big plays, the side stab, but it's not gonna come. And right now, SNSD have functionally wiped Butt Nose, whose name I love to say, is still there fighting the good fight with that pyro, but probably won't be able to stay in for too long.
F2 Sentry Gun gets taken down there by the rampant North Americans. Alex totally stranded there, not even a medic nearby. Great focus fire here from the Americans. Combo just wreaking havoc. They do get that cap, and that will earn them the win, I think, DJC. I've got it right?
That will be a round of Badwater going to the Syndicate. I don't entirely know the rules. And Shamba's not here, so I'm not going to be able to find out the rules, but I think this is going to be played as best of 3. So that is 1 round of the 2 that the Syndicate will need to win. We will switch teams and go again very shortly here.
Interesting to note that Tvik is getting dominated by Max again, and he just loved me saying that. I'm definitely a player who thrives off his own ego, but Max again schooling Tvik on how to do it Highlander style, man.
And we're getting some donations flooding in now, and Seabear also throwing up another incentive. If we hit $30,000 before tonight, when me and Seabear are probably going to be casting some late shenanigans between 6v6 players, we will do a duet of A Whole New World, and you guys get to pick who sings the Jasmine part. So that'll be an interesting one there as well.
Bear in mind, DJC, that I might have to make a $1,000 donation sometime after this Highlander game ends.
You can throw your money in, you can throw your weight in, or whatever you wish. The donations are starting to flood in pretty hard.
Just gonna quickly check my Twitter followers here, DJC, and see.
We're up to 26,200, so about 160 of that 300 goal. We're halfway there. Still need to figure out what song I'm gonna sing.
This is scary, DJC. I've got 317. What did I have before? About 85. Let me do some quick maths here. That's like $400. No problem, no problem. Is that the best you can do? Huh? Is that all you got? I'm poking a bear here, DGC. I'm poking a bear.
You're not factoring in the money that you will have to donate from my Twitter, where it's another 30 followers.
Oh wow, I didn't agree to that, DJC.
You didn't agree to it, but you were co-opted into it, Adro.
I've been strong-armed here. Damn you, North America.
You can't resist North American expansionism. But we are here. There's a second round of Badwater to be played. SNSD are on defense first. And we see that they have their sentry going up in the normal spot. Their medic is hiding underneath the stairwell. Merely just going to hold on that high ground and see what they can do. We'll see what the Syndicate's tactic will be. I bet it will not be the inducing sticky jumper plays of Cadis, but rather some rather typical suicide, some sticky spam, maybe a little spy coordination. But we'll see what happens here, James. We got 5 seconds till we take it away for the second half. Are you ready, sir?
Oh man, I'm just fending off people on Twitch here, man, from making me bankrupt, but I am ready, and I'm waiting for Cadis to do that. Oh, it's the Americans going first, god damn it. I was hoping for Cadis to bomb in here for a Caber frag DGC, but I am fully focused on the game right now. I'm sorry, please say something that makes sense.
I turned my music up really loud accidentally and I can't hear a damn thing, but I am watching Red's POV. He's going to go for the big jump. The double sticky jump, he's going to get some stickies on a Mirrorland. He's going to dead. Oh, he's done a ton of damage to Mirrorland, down to 65. But the expert dodging, the milking, what Mirrorland is known for, will keep his Uber alive and well. You just...
Sorry, DJC, definitely not just talking to my brother there, but we are still in the game here. I'm watching Linus just spamming rockets idly towards that cart. He's not going to commit himself, but definitely keeping an eye on that blue cart progress through the tunnel. And the main action is about to get underway here up top as the Americans move forward towards that sentry nest. And comes the combo right now. It's Red spamming from just behind that cliff, taking advantage of that line of sight cover there. They're weary. The spy coming behind. He gets the pick. Hurry with the double. Gets the brace onto Pure and pulled.
The P combo is down, and that means Mirrorland has a full advantage here, so that is a huge play from Hurry. The sentry will be able to be rebuilt here by SNSD. They have held admirably. I've made that comment twice now, not meaning to. My mind devolves into the basest form
Let's
of
get
humor,
DJC
the
at the doors, please.
Oh. But we will see that the Syndicate do want to get aggressive off of this. They know the gun isn't going to be a high level yet. Nick is down as well, so Max is going to have some free angles here. Gun's going to drop very quickly. And in fact, look at Stabby. He's going to sap that teleporter drop towards the Demo Man. Just recloaks. He doesn't want to be spotted out quite yet. He's going to start moving on to Cadis, who I think is now wise to his position. So Stabby will find nothing, and SNSD's positioning has been compromised. They have their heavy alive. They're eating a ton of spam right now from Red's pipes.
Yeah, they're totally committed to this with no teleporter to bring in reinforcements. The Uber has to be popped off here, and that's a nice foresight there from North America. Pure remains well safe back at spawn. He's being very defensive, got to have that charge momentarily, and they will be pushing. They're hungry for European blood, DJC. Seagulls, they're running, they're flying away.
Oh, I've missed that noise so very much. We are going to see... we are going to see that SNSD are going to try and rotate to take the roof right now as the cap finally goes. Uber advantage 30% in favor of SNSD right now, Europe's top team. But the Syndicate know this. They know there's no Uber. They know that the positioning isn't great so far. Kid is going to extend pretty far. He's going to eat a ton of damage. Max is going to die. The bonk is coming in here from YZ50. He's just going to dance in front of his demo's face, trying to eat some self-damage. Then he's going to drop the meat shot onto him. But Linus comes in with the brilliant play, and we've seen Linus do some amazing things on the roof in the past. So he will save his demo there, and SNSC's defense will hold strong for another turn.
Whew. No one on the cart right now. It's just chilling. And it looks like the Americans are posturing for a push here. They recognise there's two players on the flank there actually that they could pick up. Linus goes down, and the scout that is Epsilon, Mike, dancing around on the pipe here, trying to get one over on Blaze, but he's going to back up. He's going to play it safe. Mike holding that little house side, I guess we'll call it, DGC behind. I don't know the proper Highlander terminology, but I'm waiting for the Yanks to get moving, and it looks like they are. They're working their way through. They're going to go for that back staircase, slowly but surely. It's going to get called soon. In will come the spam. Cadis is setting up stickies already, expecting the North American push here. I don't know which way it's going to go, DJC.
I'm trying to spot out the combo right now and see what their plan of attack is going to be. They're going to come through the lower, then climb up the back stairwell. Red is getting good spam off here. For the American team, Linus, Harry, and Tvik are already down, and the teleporter is dead as well, so no reinforcements are going to come. The American team playing very slowly. Heavy is going to get launched away. The big scout flank coming in from Epsilon's Mike here. He's juking and dancing. ALX is going to drop, though. Valen dead as well. 4 players alive. Really, SNSD should probably drop off the roof and run away here. They're going to pop their Uber. Cadis drops, and it's butt nose with that Uber defending the roof. Mirlan did not flash Cadis, so he got dropped as he fell to the ground, and SNSD have botched this hard. Europe has failed you, Admirable.
Incredible play from Pure there. I love being a medic fanboy, but there is a spy behind. You might have heard that dead ringer decloak, but Pure moves down onto the low ground, and it will be up to Hurry to try and make some hero play to equalise this Uber disadvantage. But strong position here for the Americans, able to move forward with the relative impunity with that charge available to them. They're just trying to work out what is the best thing to do, but they're slowly losing that Uber advantage. There's a scout here on the flank as well. That would be Mike yet again, just peeking in, seeing what the situation is. But I think at this rate, Europe might get the Uber up in time. They're just going to buy time. But now Pure is calling. He's saying it's time to go, guys. He's bringing in his demo man. It's going to be Red and Pure slowly working their way forward. Here comes Polk as well, but it's 80% in the bank for Merlin. He's going to get it within the next 8 seconds. He's building, he's got his back to the danger zone there, but he does back off just in time, and he will get that charge. I think Pure knows it too. He's called a halt to this push for now, DJC.
They have sat here in this room for quite some time now, allowed SNSD to get their Uber. Buttnose is doing a great job at denying their entryway just by sitting there because he's a pyro, and that's what they do. Cadis has a trap up as well. But really, the American team doesn't really seem sure of how to push this. They finally move in. Maybe it's a timing play off of how far the card has gone. Lots of multis going to come out here from the red side. And now Polk is left alone. Buttnose pulls out that shotgun and drops him. Red is down also. And a third pick goes on to Valen. Mike with a double kill there. So that's rather huge, as now the American team have lost all of their, including their medic. Oh dear, they've lost all of their combo. No Uber right now. Merlin needs to drop rather quickly if the American squad wants to have a nice way of pushing this, but he's in a good position. There's nobody around him, so I think he's going to be safe for now.
DGC, we've got requests for comms here. I don't know, maybe flip a coin, decide to go EU or NA, but I see it on the Twitch chat. Lang, just give us some random comms, please.
Lang is not even in Mumble. He is disappointing us so. Lang, we need comms, buddy.
Okay, which team?
Pick your own of your choosing.
Oh, wait. Kurt came up with a good idea there. He said that the next donator can choose which team's comms you get to listen to. So if you put that in as your donator name which team's comms you want to hear. We will bring you the comms.
Let's wait for that then.
Yeah, we're gonna wait for this as we take away the fight once again. Pure is up to 70% Uber here, and then if someone makes a donation quick enough, this will be perfect timing. Up to 80%, it's ticking away. You guys need to get your money in quickly if you want to hear the comms of either the American team or the European team as they push in here. Pressure is going on the cart. Mike and Hurry are gonna go down. Stacking their Demo Man and Scout on this, risking a lot. Here comes the Uber from SNSD. Pure is down to 20 HP. He's going to pop that Uber in the end. He's moving with Polk, his heavy. They're going to try and get aggressive here. The card should be earned. Cadis is actually caught up thanks to that teleporter. He's going to get a ton of damage out. Drops Red. Does a ton more, but does die for his efforts. And then the big headshot from Max on an ALX will take him down. We still have no recent donations saying whose columns to go to, so I'm getting a little sad here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, I guess nobody wants to hear any comms, DGC. I don't understand it, but Stabby does pick up Tweak there. That's no sniper available for this next push, or this next defense from EU. Already the man advantage is quite sizable, and the North Americans are swarming around blue.
We're going to USA, we're going to USA!
Oh, we're going to USA!
Oh, I'm already in.
Who's dead?
75%
Demo's dead.
YZ, I need you.
Browser, done.
I'm right next to you, YZ.
Nice. Get back, get our med back. We almost have
Spies on us in 2 seconds from mine.
Spawn.
Done.
I'm back.
We can push it a long ways now.
Yeah,
Let's get
once
to
our
YZ
spawns get here.
Do you want to push? No, or wait?
Well, we want to pressure him for the one sentry up.
I want to drop, that's what I don't want to do right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try and get the sniper in a sec.
I'm committed.
I wasn't really.
You guys
Just
can,
go, like,
yeah,
Oh, start going, you guys.
start
Start
going.
going. I'll go for him. Hang on.
Saber.
He's done there.
Soldier mouth room too.
Combos up left.
Scouts.
They're just stairs crawling.
Don't let them make it over.
Bait him back.
Demo's in spawn.
I got it.
Down.
Spy right.
Heavy's in the
Medics hurt,
spiral.
medics hurt,
Spiral.
top left.
Heavy's down. Double's dropping you.
Demo's on top of you.
Still
Dead.
down.
12.
We have this.
Spy scout.
Alrighty. Well, Maryland dies at the very end of that exchange, and the cap is going to go to the Syndicate. 8 minutes, 49 seconds. Kind of an average time, maybe a little bit below average, a little bit above average. I can't quite remember how Badwater works out. But we will see that Europe now have their chance to attack. They have to win this if they want to take this map. They are behind by a round right now.
Any idea what the second map's going to be, DJC? Is it loser's pick here?
I have absolutely no idea
Excellent.
how that's going to work.
I was pretty sure you didn't know, so that's why I asked TGC, just to put you on the spot there. Maintain my caster superiority here.
You can put me on the spot anytime, baby, but I don't think you know the map either, so I don't know what superiority you're talking about.
I think it's going to be TC Hydro. It's making a comeback after yesterday's casts.
You are currently as inadequate and incompetent and impotent as I, Admirable, so I don't know where you're getting off on this superiority angle.
Man, I'm the
like
#1 Highlander caster.
We're getting incredibly close to that 300 mark for me to sing. As I casually move away from that bold and blatant lie, I'm still trying to figure out what song I would do if this were to happen. So you guys gotta start throwing out suggestions soon because it's gonna come.
Doors are open, DGC. I'm watching Mike and Linus working the tunnel here. Mike running out, getting on that cart, of course. As Scout, Linus is about to bomb up. A little bit of synchronization from Cadis and Linus, but they get taken down. Red onto Cadis there. Linus at the sentry gun fire, but the cart is being pushed meantime, but they haven't really made it any dent into that defensive nest up there, DJC. What's the best way to approach this?
Cadis is going to stick with his patented strategy of sticky jump caver attempts. Probably not the best way, but if he gets lucky enough, he's going on the heavy demo. I don't think that hit anything. Usually what you want to do is what the American team were doing last time. Actually, the Ubers are going to come out late here thanks to that coordinated push from Buttnose and Linus. And actually, they're going to get aggressive off of this. Blaze is going to jump straight to the spawn.
Look at the cart.
The cart is getting pushed very far. Usually teams will give up to the end of the tunnel without too much resistance on it.
Oh wow, did you say I'm eating nuts right now, and that is perhaps the worst food, as it's just giving me this uncomfortable feeling in my mouth as it sticks everywhere. But back in the game, I've composed myself. It's a bigger advantage here for Merlin as he drops Curse of the Caster. Merlin eats Blaze's last rocket there. It has been sent to the sin bin. Egg on his face, Uber all over his face, DJC. Disgusting.
Apparently we missed Red putting up a really nice sticky trap, predicting exactly where Cadis would land with his sticky jumper ring that neither of us talked about at all. I wasn't even watching. Pierre's going to get dropped by the Engineer. Aggression in the meantime. Numbers are not in favor of either team. Linus is going to take down the teleporter, make sure there are no reinforcements, and then Mike rolls in to take down Blaze. And now the cart is going to have to be pushed, but there's a level 3 in the pub spot in this little alcove. It goes down very quickly here, unfortunately for the Northern Hiccup Americans.
Tough without that level 3, it's going to take a long time to rebuild. That probably won't be up in time for this roof defense. Will they have to just sacrifice that spot altogether, DGC?
Sacrifice the roof? It depends on if they had anything there, and it does not look like they did. So just going to give this up. There is YZ50 on the roof and a teleporter. Interesting to see if they actually have spotted the teleporter. That could be very effective in flanks. You see ALX is refusing to commit because of the sniper just peppering away at that teleporter. But here comes a brave man. Here goes Butt Nose taking it down. But they still haven't even gotten it. Took them so long to get that, and that let Blaze just walk in and two-shot Miralyn. Wow. They spent so long dicking around with the teleporter that it all ended in tears. They have pushed the cart all the way through to the cap here, and Pierre's down to 3 HP off of that aggression from Mike and Cadis. He's going to back it off with a health pack here and stay alive, but wow.
That's 2 in a row for Blaze. 2 nonces on his rocket launcher, Miralyn's name, and again, Miralyn with his very polite bind there. Nice shot there, good friend.
Did he actually type that? Yeah, he was spamming his vine. Miralyn, one of the funniest characters we have in this game. Unfortunately, he's going to get backstabbed by Stabby on the car right now. He makes the double onto Hurry as well, so the Spy and Medic down, and Pure 100% advantage will maintain again. This is kind of what happened last time. SNSD pushed it aggressively enough that they were in position to take the round, finish it off with a good time, but Miralyn just kept dying in the transitions. They will have to keep him alive if they want to be successful here.
In a strong position here, still got that full charge. They got the defensive position here, just at the top of the slope. The Europeans are trying to decide how they want to approach this one. Blaze, again, working the flank, looking for that opportunity to make Miralyn cry. He's going to back off though he recognises he's been busted. He's trying to find Epsilon Mike there, he's just juking in and out. But right now it's up to Tavik to try and make that entry frag, but Max finds his head with another sweet dome shot. Wow. Unlucky, bro.
For those repeating it over and over in chat, I am aware that we've reached the donation I will sing, but we have a match to finish first, at least a map, because we are down to 4 minutes 50 seconds for SNSD to take this. They are close to their Uber. Pure does not have his. So SNSD are working. They're going to try and get to this cart soon here. They're taking a bit of an aggressive hold now. They're going to try and get this house. We'll see if it's Cadis or ALX who takes this. Uber Blaze is going to peek at some great spam on a Miralyn. He dies again to the Spy! Stabby coming in and just committing felonious assault there onto Miralyn's spine.
Are you doing 2 songs, DGC? You're doing one now for the 26 and another one for the 30k?
I'm doing the one now, and then a whole new world will be later tonight if we reach that incentive from myself and Kabare. Seabear, an actually good singer who is actually trained. I'm kind of trained, but I'm just bad. So that is actually an event you will want to watch out for.
I may have to stay up late tonight, DGC.
I'm sure it'll be posted on YouTube 27 times to shame me afterwards, so you don't have to worry about that. But Pure has his defensive Uber, but no red, no Demo Man. There is a level 3 Wrangle Sentry that SNSD have gotten 0 pressure on so far. So we're going to see if SNSD can make some aggression out of this final little hole to push through or what.
DGC, I think this could be one of those monumental moments in history. It's like, you know, where were you whenever they landed on the moon? Things like this. Where were you whenever DJC and Seabear sang A Whole New World live on Twitch TV? I want to be there, man. I want to see it live.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do the girl part almost assuredly, but the Uber's going to be popped off from SNSD here. They aren't getting any pressure on the gun. They just leave. They did nothing with that. Oh, that is not what they wanted. Cadis is going to get a kill on a Stabby as he retreats, but the American squad looking like a solid brick wall here, impenetrable. That cement was put on very well. I don't know anything about assembling a wall of brick and cement concrete, but I will assume that there is something in the technique that makes it very sturdy and stout, much like the North American team. So this analogy just really failed on like 27 different fronts.
A mortar? I don't know, that's a word you could just...
I don't... I could have,
no.
but it's a little,
we can just move on.
It's too late now, Sean. Yeah, like
I've got a small announcement. I pasted in chat. I'll repaste it in a second here. We added another auction to the silent auction list. If you haven't seen that, scroll down below. You can bid in the threads, and the top bidder will win all of the items listed in the auction. We just posted a new one. It will be one signed item from various members of our staff, a star signed to Market Gardener, a stabby knife, a DH signed by me, a rocket launcher from Lang, KGBs from Kurt, Truck, a Teddy Roosevelt, the little engineer bear from Sea Bear, a metagun from Admirable, a DJC bottle, and a Bloodsire sniper rifle. So if you guys would like to win all of that, go bid in the thread, and the top bidder at 11 Eastern will win that. So check that out. It just opened, by the way, so get your bids in.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to bid for that myself. Can I bid for my own metagun? I want a Sea Bear bear. That's unbelievable.
I want a DJC bottle. Hopefully it comes filled with some nice expensive vodka. But we do see that SNSD just pushed in. They made a nice headway at the start there and then just fell apart completely. 7 players down, make it 8 as Mike has died as well. Stabby's going to find his way in. He's going to get really aggressive here. He has free reign of the map right now as SNSD have not even moved into position to hold anything. So we'll see if Stabby can once again come up with a big pick onto Miralyn, maybe even onto the demo. Hurry is going to go down trying to make his own clutch play. I'm trying to spot out Stabby right now. He's going to take down Linus. Maybe that's enough, maybe that's all he needs, but he is still alive, and I don't think they're really hunting too well for him right now. He uncloaks. Are you seeing this, Admirable? He's going to drop the headshots on a pick, takes him down.
Just, we've hit a milestone there in DGC. Surreal13 pointing out on the Twitch chat. Congratulations, guys. We've just hit 2,500 individual donations, so well done. A big pat on the back there, but we want more. We want to hear DJC sing with Sea Bear. 30,000, man. I think it's attainable, DJC. How do you feel about it?
It's a ways off, so I'm not going to ruin it. I'm not going to get my hopes up. I'm not going to make expectations be there. But if we hit that number, we will sing A Whole New World in duet style later tonight, but we are down to 30 seconds to go. SNSD can do this. They need to push the cart the entire way. They've gotten 3 picks. Max, Stabby, and Blazer dead. The Uber's going to be popped off here. The counter comes from the American squad. Hurry is dead. We're taking a look. Cadis is actually in high ground right now, in pretty solid position. He's just going to be bouncing up and down amongst the skies. Polk is dead. The card is being pushed. Down to 10 seconds to go. Pure needs to defend this right now. They need to delay just a bit. Here comes Red with the spawn. The Spam is going to go take down Linus. Here comes YZ50 on the card. Is YZ50 in the Pyro? There are 4 seconds to go. They did not do it. The flood of players from the spawning North American squad proves to be too much indeed. And that makes it a GG. 2 rounds to nothing going in favor of North America here in this 99 Highlander show match.
A moment of silence for my fallen European comrades, please.
I think I see an eagle approaching, a seagull rather, in the distance.
Seagull's been shot. Bang! It's dead, man. It's dead.
Lang says he is going to figure out what map is next. So once we know that, we will let you guys know. I guess it's time to sing. While we have the downtime. What do you guys want me to sing? Are you going to join me in here with appropriate backing vocals, Admiral? Are you going to be my duet partner?
Sorry, I'm really bad. Like, you know, people always say they're bad singers. DGC, I'm a bad singer.
Yeah,
Truly.
Well, I got you, DJ. Was that smack?
No.
Let me hear your vocal exercises, DGC, you know? Me.
Oh, I just got a suggestion. I don't know if I can deny. I got Nickelback from Blansky. Jesus. I think I could make Nickelback funny if I knew a single Nickelback song.
Can I interject really quick? Are we
Go for it.
Are we going to a new map to day 2-0? Is that right?
Yes, we're going to a new map. We're just figuring out what it is.
I think we might run a little long. We're gonna try. Let's go to Upward. Let's try to do another. I think that's what everybody wanted, but I think I'd rather. I'd rather see the NA versus EU play out. Let's do the. We'll run this to completion, and then we'll do the jump right after for an hour, and then we might cut the viewer lobbies and stuff that were supposed to be at 7 a little short. But I'd like to have this go all the way to a best of 3. I don't want to neglect any maps because of time reasons. So.
Yeah.
We could try to move this right along, I'd appreciate that, but I'm also just dripping with excitement to hear you sing.
Yeah, people really want Nickelback. What's the worst Nickelback song?
I think Britney Spears would be awesome.
I haven't heard whatever Look at This Photograph is, because the last time I listened to Nickelback I was 7 or so. So my knowledge of Nickelback, let me look around a little bit. Are we on CP Steel? No, I was just in the pit of Upward. So we'll play a little Upward. We have time. We'll figure this. People really fucking want Photograph. Jesus.
What's Photograph? That's a song?
Bad song by Nickelback. You're allowed
I've
one F
never
word
heard
per
it.
hour. It's pretty atrocious.
Han Brolo wants to hear ads in DJC duet. Don't Go Breaking My Heart. Is that Elton John and Kiki D? Oh wow,
I would love to do that. I would love to, but unfortunately the ping is gonna make singing that hard. Don't go breaking my heart. I couldn't if I tried. But I'm working on the Nickelback. Give me a second here and I'll sing. Oh, this song is awful. What? This is the first time I've ever heard this. This is terrible.
Are Nickelback a reputable band in North America? Do you guys you dig that sort of music?
Truck is apparently a fan.
I'm gonna check your last FM
I
profile.
think Nickelback was popular 8 or 10 years ago.
Yes, they had a nice hit song from the Spider-Man movie, the first in the series. I think it was called Hero. So yeah, give me a second and I'll sing Photograph as we start this off and just ruin the intro to Upward. This song is terrible. Why would any... whatever.
Compose yourself, compose yourself. Breathing, man. Focus on the breathing.
I gotta do like a really raspy, awful Chad Kroeger impersonation, I guess. Ooh, look at this photograph. The time I do it makes me laugh. How did our eyes get so red? And what the hell is on Joey's head? And this is where I grew up. Think the president oughta fixed it up. I never knew we'd ever win without. The second floor is off for sneaking out. And this is where I went to school. Most of the time I had better things to do. Criminal record says I've broken twice. I must have done it half a dozen times. I wonder if it's too late. Should I go back and try to graduate? Life's better now than it was back then. If I was them, I wouldn't let me in. Oh, God, I remember, look out the back door. I have the photo album spread out on my bedroom floor. It's hard to say it, time to say it. Goodbye, goodbye. Every memory. This song is awful. I found the photo of the friend that I was looking for. It's hard to say it, time to say it. Goodbye, goodbye. Can I stop? Is that enough? Woo! Woo! There we go. That's what you guys donated for, and we lost viewers on.
Who knew Chad Kroeger was just here all along? Wow, well done, UJC. Maybe we should all tweet Chad Kroeger and thank him for supporting Tip of the Hats. That could be amusing. But anyway, hopefully we're going to get underway soon in this match.
We lost 100 viewers for that. I hope everyone is happy.
They're loving it, man. They're cheering up here, guys. It's a beautiful moment. Wow, some people just can't have a good time. DJC, I see some messages of hate out there, and that chills me to the bone, man.
There are always messages of hate. I am a very divisive figure in the community, Admirable. And I drove away 100 people with my beautiful Chad Kroeger impersonation. And I think he probably should go back and graduate if that's the kind of dribble he's putting out musically. That's right, I'm dropping hot fire on top of fucking Nickelback right now in cast. I'm firing shots, yo.
Oh, you're gonna abuse the guy whose song you just murdered. Like, that's a double homicide right there, DJC.
For those curious that if the duet incentive with me and Seabear's Risha will be an actual attempt at singing, I'm pretty sure we will put in effort and make it sound beautiful and pretty. We're gonna go live here of this best of 3 of the Highland 99 show match between North America and Europe.
Joker from Crack Clan Purple messaged me to say that I should tell you that Crack Clan will support your music career. I think Docs is going to work out a record contract for you there, DJC. You've been signed, son.
Docs kind of is the best, so I appreciate his support and everything. Someone, did he sing it? I missed it. Was it that bad? Yes, Charles Gunhaver, it was atrocious. But we're live in... My HUD is broken, so it's apparently a 7-minute and 42-second setup time. That can't be correct. But upward between the Syndicate, 2 members of the Syndicate and 7 ringers alongside SNSD. What do you think's going to happen here, Admirable?
Sorry, I'm just going to sidetrack you again and derail this cast. TotH messages me to say, how fucking dumb can you be, idiot? And I was like, well, what? He says, donate $2 per follower? How fucking dumb can you be? TotH's heart is obviously in this for the right reasons. He doesn't care at all about those cancer kids. He just wants to beat North Americans. I hope North America win. USA, USA. But back to your question, DTC. I'm feeling North America for this one. People are saying on the chat that these casters are North American biased. That's because they're the best, man. They're rolling these kids.
Well, they are rolling. They've gotten 3 quick picks here on a Cadis line. It's an ALX. But that's because it's offense for SNSD, and they're suiciding players in an effort to get this medic, get this force out from Pure. Putting up Stabby, Max, and YZ50 are dead, so the pick classes and 2 of the utilities are very much so not in the fight right now. That will be SNSD skew to go. I see a Sapper has gone off onto the gun here. Blaze is going to clean up that kill onto the Spy right now. Then move over to the card and try and spam ALX's part on top of that bad boy. He is pushing the payload. He is doing the objective here. And SNSD going to have to attack soon because that Uber just came off from the American side. Pierre's going to have to make his hasty retreat now up the hill. Buttnose taken down by Stabby, and TotH is dead to Blaze. We'll see, though. The Uber actually didn't really accomplish anything on SNSD, so they're going to have to slow push this up the hill.
Yeah, Stabby just denied from a pick onto the heavy as well there by the last dregs of that Uber. It was just flashing as he hit it, but did get denied. And it's sort of interesting to note how quickly Merlin was to counter Uber there. You notice whenever Pure gets an Uber advantage, he loves to wait and wait for the right moment there. Like I say, they didn't really make much from it, but they have managed to clear as far as the first point and now pushing it through that tunnel. Meanwhile, the main battle goes on up top, DJC, but now they're focusing their attention onto the card. They've seen that blue glow, that outline, and now battle commences in the tunnels.
Cards push pretty deep into the tunnel right here. SNSD just now getting their Uber up. They are slow to the forward area here. They're not at the front of this battle quite yet. They're regrouping. Cadis, not entirely sure what he wants to do with this. YZ50, meanwhile, is dancing. And look at this hiding spot from YZ50. He actually just ran away as I said it, so it's irrelevant. He's trying to rush on the combo here, but the heavy will deny him all his efforts. Uber needs to come in at some point from SNSD, but I think they're waiting until they're in position to push the card and push at the same time. They're actually going to drop their combo through the tunnel, Admirable. And we're going to see if Europe can come up with a strong, solid Uber here in the next 10 seconds.
TotH on the flank here! Gets spotted. He was just trying to line up a shot onto the medic there from that cliffside path, but the Uber has been popped, and it's a single Uber pretty much from Merlin onto Cadis, reuniting that. Oh wow, Buttnose with a big air blast there. Buttnose sends YZ50 down.
Yeah, YZ50 down, the only pick of that Uber, probably not quite what SNSD had wanted. And look at Stabby, he's going to walk up behind TotH, take him down and just casually stroll away and then rotate back around. Wait for more, he's on the hunt, he sees his engineer's nest. He's actually going to not drop the Sapper, there we go. But F2's there, F2's in position, will take him down. Card is being pushed in the meantime as Stabby is trolling the engineer on the flank. Hurry, who has been doing his duty pushing the card all night long, is doing a great job. Kate is going to walk forward, take down the demo here in support of this distraction from the up top of that. Wrangle level 3 is still alive. Hurry's back on the card, they're going to start moving. Is this the push SNSD want? They have their Uber up, now Hurry down, still not dead all the way. TotH is dead as well. Linus, they're siphoning players here a little bit. They're going to drop their heavy out the window onto Polk's head. He is going to die. Gets dropped there thanks to the 100 ping that all the players have. The gun is going to go as well. The cap has been earned. And what an exchange, Admirable. Seems like so little happened, and yet
Stabby coming in behind him. Merlin turns around just in the nick of time. Woo! Just don't think he even spotted that Spy. Just happened to turn around. Unfortunate there for Stabby, who was sensational in yesterday's Sixes game. He ran Spy the whole time. One of the first games I cast it yesterday. You missed it, DJC. You were lying in bed all sad, but I'm glad you're here with me today. I'm watching TotH, my boy, trying to snipe here, trying to claim some honor for Europe, but he's not having much luck. He's going to work onto the flank here. He's just trying to find that medic head. He's peeking, he's holding for the perfect shot. He fires and misses. Oh my god. Giving this guy too much credit, DJC.
While you were watching the debut of the Perma-6's Spy, I was on my couch reading some lovely Italian literature, or in my bed I was alternating between the two. It was a lovely little night for me. Sadly, I got to miss a lot of fun TF2 action like what we have had so far. Cadis is going to start moving forward with his Uber will drop red. Uber has not come yet from Pure. Gun is still alive as well, so really this has not been quite what SNSD have expected, but they're going to rotate. Cadis getting great spam while it's heavy now. Uber's going to be popped off. Polk gets bounced around a corner. It's YZ50 taking the solo. Uber, he's going to move into the heavy here. He's dancing, he's juking, he's squirming, but ALX will not survive. But I think that is exactly what SNSD wanted to do, sacrifice their one player for the greater good. A little bit of Marxism and communism coming in there. Is that communism? I think so. I can't remember my social policies very well, Admiral. Maybe you can fill me in.
I'm just an Irish pleb. I don't understand such high concepts as politics or political doctrine, DJC, but I do understand that right now Mirlan's got an Uber advantage and he's working his way forward here. He's opted to go with the heavy. He's going to go up top with ALX. They're going to come in on a sick Uber flank with this heavy. Anybody from North America who gets caught in the path of ALX will surely perish. He's already
Speaking of perishments, Pure is down to Mike. ALX takes down Max and Pudding Cup. So SNSD have pushed this very well so far. This is going to be a great time here. They're trying to take up position, but YZ50 onto their medic is going to get air blasted away. Hurry's going to die to Blaze here. Blaze moving on to Mirlan. Can't find that last little bit of damage, but Stabby. He's in behind. I think he may have missed a chance to cloak there. He's going to go for the engineer. Should get a stab on F2. There we go. Pure's down again to Mike, who I believe was spawn camping, so that is huge with Mirlan still alive.
Wow, that is clutch from Mike. This is going to give Europe a real strong opportunity to push in here, barring a medic pick. You have to fancy Europe for this one, DGC. I don't want to call it too soon. I'm going to give Europe a little bit of love. I've been all North America recently. But I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling it. We can do this. The Seagulls may swoop in soon.
This is almost exactly where they stalled out last map, though, Admirable, so your blessing may just be a curse. That cart only has one little ramp. This might be 640 hammer units at the most to overcome. Cadis is going to walk in with that Uber. He's going to jump up top, try and take the high ground, but they did not quite get the gun here, and that is not good. Pipes are still going to roll off onto that. Pure is down again to Mike. 3 kills in a row from Mike onto Pure. And right now, the heavy medic up top, Mirlan is alive, but he's going to encounter Polk. The big American heavy, the Hawaiian, is going to drop him very quickly, so SNSD wasting a chance. They didn't get that card pushed at all.
Yeah, that was sort of a strange decision. From my limited Highlander experience, is it not quite often that they would push through the underside, through the sort of the corridors up there before they wouldn't just walk in on the main with the Uber? Is that a little bit of naivety from Mirlan?
I don't actually know, because I never played a combo class on this map. I only played engineer on upward. So I'm not entirely sure what the standard protocol is after your initial push. But Pure is actually very low right now. Gets taken on Mike again. 4 in a row. Mike onto Pure. Is it ever going to stop? Will Mike just get caught in a loop of endlessly killing the enemy medic? And SNSD are going to take this finally. They've pushed it into the pit. 7:26. A fine time for the European squad.
Mike picking up a domination onto Pure there. That's going to play 9 games with our boy Brad. Might be getting a little bit flustered. Should we listen to the comms whenever this next round starts, DGC? Not just yet.
I think that once the round starts at 0:00 on the setup timer, we will switch over to those North American comms, assuming Lang is here and is not falling asleep at his computer.
Okay. Mirlan rubbing salt into the wound there, DGC, in the in-game chat. He comments, I've had 1 death now, not bad, 0 Uber drops. Meanwhile, Pure's just died 4 times in a row to Mike. Very subtle mind games there, DGC.
Mirlan.
I'm going to interrupt you guys for 2 seconds. Kurt, if you can hear me, do a HUD reload scheme, please.
Smack one of our technical backups here on support.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I'll assume that fixed the timer issue that Smacka was feverishly messaging me about on Steam that I ignored because I just didn't open my Steam chat window. Sorry, buddy.
10 seconds.
Should we update people in with the actual time? Can people see it? It's been 7:41 for the Euros. Now it's their turn to defend. DJC, can they do it?
Let's turn to this American column.
Yeah, Sniper's house. I'm going to go for him.
Sniper dead.
Nice. Look at you, TJ Maxx. Where's our medic? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Sniper's dead, Sniper's dead.
Can you get on the cart with me?
I'm going for the
behind.
Right. I don't see the medic anywhere. They're really far back.
I got you, Sniper.
Can you stop that gun? I can get it. Stop it.
I'm gonna move
Scout
right.
on our mid. Kind of. Fire down.
Where's the
Sentry
scout?
should be down.
Guns down.
Sentry's down.
Guns down. They're all
Push.
Give
Giving this up.
I'm getting
Stand cart, YZ.
56.
Step
Six,
on
six,
cart.
Six on cart.
Spawn hill, spawn.
I'm clearing the
step on hill,
sticks.
where?
Oh, I got sniped. He's on hill. Where are we?
They might have
Later,
crits, watch
Mike.
out. I'm not sure.
Sniper hill.
Sniper cart.
I pushed up with our heavy.
Yeah, I'm going back on cart now.
Sniper's headshot.
NG dead.
I fell.
They popped, I popped.
Sniper down.
I'm not with you up there, Red.
Alright.
Back all over.
Med drop down.
gonna die.
Med's in the
Repush,
tunnel.
repush
Med
right now.
down.
Alright, so Uber popped off there in defense, merely got juggled up into the sky and dropped into the tunnel, so the American team was able to push in off of that and take him down. Off to a pretty solid start here to get rid of this 7-minute 26 time.
Look at Cadis, man. He's hiding on the cliffside. He's putting up a sticky trap, but will he try and seal in there for a big... Oh, Caber, no, he opts to jump out.
But I forgot to reference the, oh my god, oh look at you TJ Maxx from YZ50, which will probably be one of the best things ever said on this weekend. YZ50 is the greatest. It's so nice we have great personalities like him in the game. Hurry is moving into the combo right now. Red's going to take him down with stickies at his feet. SNSD down to 5:30 on this defensive time in his best of 3. North America have to retake the hill right now. They have a full Uber advantage. They're not really doing anything with it. They're taking this slow. That has kind of been their MO so far. They've given up some advantage in order to get better pushes out, better quality pushes, I should say.
I really loved that blast of comms we had there. Just going back, it was like they were calling things out and they were immediately getting dealt with. It was like sniper here, Max gets him. Then the pyro was reflecting those rockets that were going to take down the sentry. Stabby comes in for the stab. It was just beautiful for the North Americans. I know I said I would stop picking them up, but wow. Nice play, nice opening passage there, I thought, DJC.
See some headshots going up from the blue side here are going to drop numbers. Blaze with a big bomb on the top of Mirlan's head will get 2 rockets and the murder. The death there for the enemy medic. That is now 2 in this half as opposed to the 1 in the first half, so Mirlan's feeling the burn a little bit and thick. He's trying to run away from Pure here, gets taken out before the Uber cells can get swung. 40% for Pure's Uber right now, and YZ50 is going to move in, clean up the sentriness. I want to see what YZ50 is actually doing here. In his short time playing Highlander, he has been very effective in his little bit of play. Meanwhile, Mike, speaking of amazing scout play, is going to run in and take down Pure again to swing that advantage fully in favor of Mirlan.
NA moving slowly forward here, getting plenty of time on that cart. Still 4 minutes here before they get to this next point. But there's Tavik to deny, finds Valen with a headshot. Alex picking up 2 as well. Blaze and the sentry gun go down. And Polk is trying to trade fire here with that EU combo coming in from the upper house. But Max on Tavik, that's going to end his little spree there. And again, the cart is slowly moving forward. YZ50 doing work here, and Stabby's moving in position to get behind so that NA can instigate this next push. They know they're at an uber disadvantage though, DGC, so they're moving forward quite gingerly here.
Stabby's going to take down Cadis to deny any chance of that uber advantage being used effectively here. North American squad now going to take some ground, knowing the demo's dead, knowing that the spam alleyways are clear. They're actually going to force the Uber out of Mirror, who gets juggled up into the skybox. So that will deny the Uber from doing, which is well, but no, ALX onto the medic. Takes him down. Big plays from the Swedish heavy.
DGC, I see the chat erupting there. I think we missed an hilarious death from Buttnose. But
he fell on the edge chasing the spot. It's so good. Oh man. We've missed a few big moments tonight, but luckily Kurt Truck is the best camera in the business, so he's been catching it all. Uber advantage is going to be about 50% in favor of SNSD right now. So we'll see what the American side decides to attack with.
Just slowly gaining ground here. They're very methodical in this push. Now we see Polk working his way towards that doorway. Little does he know there's 3 players just around this corner. He doesn't have the medic kills right now. Pure is buffing everybody else, but he does switch it back onto that heavy. He's going to keep him on life support. And now Europe are forced to back off here. SNSD are in position to pop an Uber. They're waiting for the right moment. They opt to go back though. They're just going to use that Uber to hold last. They mustn't realise that they have this advantage. They're going for the long game here. They want to hold indefinitely on last, it seems, DGC.
2 minutes 15 seconds is not the longest of times to tick away. They have their Uber, they just need their sentry gun set up. F2 is rotating back and forth between the spawn and that sentry positioning. They're going to hammer away on this and get it up quickly. It's only going to be level 1. Buttnose is down, Fick dead as well. Here comes the aggression from the blue side. Folk is trying to take the stairwell. He is crawling. edging, but oh my god, red gets dropped by the nice stickies from Cadis. Alex is down as well. But Cadis now is going to get a full Uber to work his magic on this heavy. He actually doesn't realize Polk is still there. Polk's doing so much damage. Takes on line. Has got Cadis low as well. I think the gun did stay alive. Yes, it is level 2. While Mirland dies to Blaze. Blaze has been on top of him all night, but that gun is still alive, level 2, so it could delay this a while. Fick going to clean up the 3 health red with that body shot, and look at the stickies just laid out on the choke point here from Cadis to deny entryway. They need their spawns to come, they need their heals up though. They have a minute 20, Admirable. Do you think it's time for a speed cast to close this out?
I don't know what you mean, DJC. You'll have to lead by example here, bro. Are you ready for that? Is your body ready?
I am always ready for this. We're down to a minute 10. Right now the Uber is at 85% for the American side, only 16% for Mirland, and he's not even building, so Eston and Steer significantly behind. They're probably going to have to defend this without Uber. This Mirland is not healing anybody. He finally connects. That took so long. The Uber is now alive. It's going to be red pushing in. They're going to have to get the gun quickly and then push the cart. Spy is moving onto it. Stabby Cedric is going to pop. They're going to try and get the gun. Uber's going to be forced off here. Red is spamming up top towards the combo as well. Not the greatest idea to have your combo stacked on top of the gun. They will get the gun instantly. Mirland is dead as well as 6-man. Cart is going to be starting pushed here by the Pyro Scout and Engineer. There is no defense. That is the end of the round. And that will make it 1-2-0. North America. I expected it to be a little more tense than that.
He missed. Did you see Cadis? He was trying to jump from that sort of back corridor area, clipped himself onto a box, and then was duly destroyed. But imagine if they had a demo man there, how much extra damage they could have had on those pushing players. But wow, I saw it, Jason Allen. I saw it.
And it will be relived forever in the histories of time. Every failure Cadis ever has, we, for some reason, us two especially, are the most critical of him in every match he's ever played. So, I'm sorry, Jason. We love you.
It was just a comedy moment. I hate that guy. I mean, absolute vitriol. That's what I'm bringing DJC. Cadis, he just grinds my gears.
How many Twitter followers are you up to? How much do you have to donate at this point?
Please don't remind people about that, DJC. I haven't been talking about it for a reason.
Well, you don't have to talk about it now. How many Twitter followers, James?
Well, DJC, it seems like someone has just closed that Twitter account, I guess. We'll never know.
Well, I would not put it past you,
funny would that
honestly.
be?
You can just shut it down to escape your dues.
Oh,
what about the children, Admirable? What about the charity? Admirable showing his evil true colors here tonight on the street.
Oh, I'm
368. You're up to 368 followers, Ad.
I'd like to clarify that I was originally floating around 85, so we're working with the difference here. The difference, it's new followers I'm after, DJC.
So about 270? No, my math is terrible. About 290.
280?
Yeah, 280, 290.
Yeah, so like, you know, what did I say? I donate 10 cents a follower? That's not gonna be much, is it? 10 cents a follower,
so $580 we're looking at from Admiral right now. That's pretty impressive. You're gonna do that.
Remember, guys, there's still time to unfollow me if you don't want to see me go through a period of financial hardship. You can click that unfollow button. Forget about those cancer kids, man. Think about me. Think about me.
Think about Admirable and his rich white life that he is living and the money he could be giving to this great cause that we have today, One Step Camp.
Is this reverse psychology? I don't know. Am I just evil? Yes, probably.
A little bit, yeah. Actually,
a little bit.
Well, it's the second round of this second map. The Americans took the first one in very close fashion, as the last few seconds of the map ticked away. If that's the kind of verbiage I'm going to be working with today, Admiral, will you take it away for a few seconds while I get a sip of my water?
Chug, 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 chug. Down that water, DJC. We could get it on the stream here. I want to hear you splurging water out of your mouth. People will pay for that, man. They pay to hear you sing. That's going to sound a lot better. Please, please.
I was going to put the mic up to my throat as I gulped, but it sounded really gross, and I decided against it. We are above all entertainers, Admirable, and for entertainment I will do very much But I
You
have
should
my
be
limit.
doing shots of tequila DJC from your admirable forehead shot glass powered by
That hasn't
Crackland.
been made yet, but as soon as it is, trust me, that it will be purchased. We're going to see what the American squad will do here as their initial offensive. They're going to just watch as their sniper gets body shot by TotH, who is going to move his attentions over to the cart. The Pyro, who is walking around here looking for Pudding Cup, gets that headshot off on him. 18 health left on Pudding. He will not quite go down yet. He's going to get back to his medic and survive, but Mike is doing a little bit of work on a Balin. His sentry gun. He's starting to push the cart right now. Spy checking for his medic. We see Blaze going down, trying to make that play on top of Mirlin's head.
I'm still here,
Butt-nose
DJC.
down.
Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry. You just left me hanging briefly.
I'm working on more donations here. Remember that signed minigun I was talking about? It's still in the works. I'm trying to set up a little bit of a trade here. It's unofficial. It's not official tip of the hats business. I'm sorry to the items team here, but I might be able to wrangle a little bit of an additional donation here as in addition to the other minigun I'm going to be signing. But there is an actual game of TF2 going on here that I'm supposed to be commentating on DJC, and Mirlin has gone down. He's spun in 10 seconds pure with that full Uber charge. Again, North America looking strong on that push out. Little resistance from the Europeans.
Here comes the Uber from the North Americans as Mirlin is dead. It will not get much out of this. They have to flash quite a bit. Linus and Hurry are down. Red's going to get cleaned up with that sentry gun. No, he backs off just in time, but Mike comes over to clean up. Oh, my throat. Max managed to body shot the weak sentry, though, and finish it off. But SNSD now have a slim Uber advantage. They will be able to set their players up. They didn't lose anybody of too much importance, so they can hold back at the normal position around this corner outside of their forward spawn.
And I am definitely paying attention to this game as I see the blue team, aka North America, aka the Syndicate, moving forward through that tunnel. They're not really committing many players up top. They have managed to find Hurry, who is the only red player that is in that open waste ground up top. Red working his way forward with a little help from Velen and Pudding Cup, the infamous Pyro. They've got the cart all the way up slope right now, and they're ready to hit that sentry nest, but they don't have charge. They're going to push it non-Uber because they're absolute badasses, DJC.
Who's a badass? What? I was reading, there are a lot of people out there trying to organize grassroots campaigns on ETF2L and TFTV to get you followed. So your name's out there, Admiral. I'm waiting for the Reddit thread. Bankrupt Admirable.
No,
it's even...
no, not the Reddit thread.
Where's it going to go out from SNSD? They will get their force off of Cadis's aggression here, but Blaze might catch out Mirlin. Stalls him into the earth twice, but can't really find much else out of it. TotH is going to take down Polk, who managed to take down the Spy just before. And we're going to see some action exploding here. Kate is going to get some spam off. They'll take down Stabby, and mix-ups YZ50. Here goes Valen onto the cart. They're going to cap this unseen, unaware. No, Kate makes it back just in time. Pure is down the mic as well. So in that brief bit of confusion, Valen saw a chance to cap the cart. It almost worked, and then it cost dearly as Pure is dead. The Uber is not there anymore for the North Americans.
I'm looking at some spy action here from Hurry. He's down to 27 HP. And eats a little bit of minigun fire there. He's still alive though. Love that dead ringer. He's working the long con here, DGC. He's taking the scenic route to come up behind this medic, but Pure is sufficiently paranoid. I'm watching Hurry. He's coming into the zone here. He sees Max in front of him. Off to switch out to the revolver. Not going for that medic pick. He knows that Europe still have that Uber advantage. Just takes that sniper down, who has been a thorn in the side of the Europeans. And still with that dead ringer, he's going to be able to juke around. TotH saves his life there, or takes Polk out of the equation for him. Nice little bit of teamwork there, but Hurry has eventually gone down. He is officially dead, not that damn fake dead DJC.
Yeah, the real dead, but Stabby's actually in. He's going to get the stab and stab onto the sentry gun there. It was mere convenience that I found something to talk to by left-clicking onto Stabby's POV. Uber's going to be popped off in exchange here. Pure will make it out alive, but oh, dearie me, oh my, Mirlin not so lucky, because Blaze made it in and took him down. Kate is dead as well. Pure, wow, how many times tonight has Mike killed Pure? Like, as soon as I finish talking, Mike just walks in and takes him down. It's getting to be kind of a joke at this point.
Yeah, he's having a sensational game. I know from Pickup 2 that Mike is a fairly deadly scout. That tends to be the way with a lot of these top players, that they are just beastly at pretty much every class. He's even quite acceptable on Demo Man, but really he is working his way in here. He's got great timing on Roamer, and he's proven it here as scout. TotH finds YZ50 with a headshot there, but the cart is still being pushed ×2 as Blaze and Pudding Cup push that cart, DJC.
You're just instructing somebody to give birth, to induce labor? Jesus, Admiral, that was aggressive and strong. But we will see that that cart is being defended right now. Ubers are even. SNSD have their positioning set up on this little forward hut here. We both go silent, expecting the other to talk.
I don't expect anyone to talk DGC. I'm doing official trade business here. Me and Script T's are gonna trade items. I'm gonna sign it, and we're gonna see a donation on the cast very soon. There it is. It's right live now. 50 bucks from Scoots. This is it, man. I'm a hustler. I'm on my grind, DGC, getting that dollar bill.
Well, good on you, Admirable. We have both done our cause for the donations today. Red's going to walk in, take down the sentry gun and the pyro. You'll see that Mike and Linus fall in succession. Red down, though. Uh-oh. Blue team down their demo, but I don't think they're going to matter. There are 5 dead right now for the SNSD squad. Their combo is maybe overextended here. F2 is going to drop to the spy from behind. Alex will pick him up, but look at this aggression. Blaze is going to jump in about 3, 2, 1, go. He's onto the heavy. The pyro is there, though. Brilliant timing from Buttnose, who will save his medic's life, at least for now, but Mirlin is still very hurt and needs to find his way into that spawn towards the resupply cab.
Keep talking, DGC. Don't leave any silences here, because I am in the middle of wrapping a festive minigun. Or will I keep it for myself? It's a strange festive minigun. Oh my god, this is worth something, isn't it, DJC? Should I just keep this one?
It's worth a little bit of love to the charity. It's worth a ton, yeah, as Truck tells us. Mirlin's going to pop his Uber off, but Pure will escape. Kate is going to get a lot of clean kills, even goes for the Caber onto YZ50, and oh my god, TJ Maxx is going to get the headshot onto Vic here and take him down. Pure did have to pop in the end, and maybe he's going to get cut up by the soldier, but no, Linus gets body shot by Maximum. We are seeing Hurry, though, going for the timing play, just walks out. He can't quite find it. He knows Max is on that. Nobody has realized that Hurry is a spy, and he took down Polk there. That was curious indeed. Are you done yet, Admirable?
Oh, TJC, I'm hovering over the delete button here. You know, there's like a sometimes I just want to watch the world burn. Will I delete this strange festive minigun? No, I'm going to wrap it, DJC. I'm actually trading right now with Scoots, aka Scripties. Truck says it's worth over 50 bucks, like a lot more than $50, so I'm already deep in debt. I can't afford to take on any more repayments here, so the trade has been done and $50 has been sent towards those beautiful, beautiful children.
Yeah, and we see actually Pure is going to be forced back here as he just had nobody to heal. Linus was pressuring him out. Pure has a huge Uber advantage down to 8 minutes and 15 seconds to go, which is a pretty long time here for the American squad to get the chance to pitch this card. Let's see what their plan is as they get to 90% right now. They will want to spot out the sentry gun, but one thing that's important to note is that they just got 4 picks, including Mike, noted Pure Killer, Pure Slayer, Pure _ Slayer, who has just been destroying the enemy medic tonight. We see that the sentry dropped on the low ground here from Alex. Is going to force him down. He will die to the spam there. Sentry is dead as well, so no ALX and no gun means a very rough time here for SNSD. They're at 90% Uber. They're getting so close. Cadis gets backstabbed out the spawn door. They have to go for this. It's just a soldier alive. The headshot from Max will drop. Miralin deny that Uber chance, and that is a capture. 8 minutes, 21 seconds. Admirable.
I was going to make a comment there about Merlin being so close to Uber as long as he gets it. I thought it, DJC. I thought it in my mind. Was that enough to jinx him? I feel bad now for Europe, but wow. Clutch headshot there.
Yes.
Yes.
Now we are both sufficiently distracted. Luckily it's during the setup time, so there's not a whole lot going on that we really need to be concerning ourselves with. But
we're getting drawn out as here. I see my followers is at 399. What the hell? I'm just gonna close this window, man. Out of sight, out of mind. Please stop that. Stop it, you bad people. There is luckily a limit on my bank account, which is my overdraft, I guess, DJC. Maybe I could take a screenshot of that, but it doesn't bear thinking about. We'll just see what happens whenever this game's over. Okay? Okay?
Yeah, I lost my train of thought during that completely. Wow, just in time for the match to actually go live. Setup is over. It's time to see what SNSD can do on offense. They have 8 minutes, 21 seconds. It's time to crack. And they do it. Max is going to get the first headshot, the first kill onto Tvik. SNSD trying to make their probatory search here. Stabby is going to stick down Hurry. The enemy spy gives his life for it. maybe not the greatest of trades, but it was something. Max, you know, I'm going to drop those body shots first, the sentry gun, then the soldier. Linus is down, F2's gun as well, so we'll see the Americans holding pretty strong so far. Their Uber is going to be forced off here thanks to that flow of players. ALX, Mike, and Hurry are going to die, and then Max making it big takes down Hurry and Thick. That was just a dead ring from Hurry, excuse me, but still Max starting off strong on this round with 3 kills and a sentry drop to his name.
Max is going to move forward. He's just working that high ground. He's getting a little bit aggressive with this sniping position here. He's getting pressured out though by Mike. Can he find Max? He does. Mike with that important pick. Max taken down, and Tweak allowed free reign here momentarily, but wow! Hulk and YZ picking up a lot of airborne players there. Just stalling out long enough for their team and their medic to back off safely. It's going to be uber advantage for Europe right now, but it's not going to matter. I think Pure will be able to juke around long enough. And Miran actually gets popped off as he's forced down to 10 HP there. I'm not sure who triggered that Uber, but it has come in. And Europe aren't exactly getting much done with it. They haven't found their target. Pure, who is now ready to pop that charge. Red's going to be back in the game here. He's going to have Hulk and Red, and they're going to do some damage. I feel DJC. I can feel it in my bones.
Hulk's going to air suspend the soldier right now. That is the first bit of damage as Linus has gone down. No big plays from him, according to Hilda's right. I should just not do the British accent, because 1, it's not good. 2, it's a reference that 90% of our viewers won't get because they weren't here to see that frag video. But I don't even care. Max is going to take down Fick. Uber's still up for Pure. They're letting SNSD get this. They could be contesting the card aggressively here. In fact, ALX is going to give his life. Reflect is going to go from Buttnose onto Blaze and did a lot of damage, forced back the defending squad. Their health is all below half right now. Pure was one of the only ones healthy.
Look at Mike, look at Mike. Oh, he runs into the little mini sentry there. He is working the flank though, and I suspect that he's looking out for one man. It's going to be Pure. He's straight in his head. Oh my god!
Was that a dropsy? Was that a dropsy doodle, Admiral?
It was those, oh my god. Meat shots from distance. Mike hits 3 in a row.
You know what this calls for, Lang? This calls for some North American comms as they rebound from this drop.
No!
He might be out of spawn.
Yeah, they're spawning. Demo's lit.
Sure. Okay.
Their medic's dead, their medic's dead. Scout top right. And
Demo dead.
Yeah, might be able to delay them here.
NG's hurt.
Scouts
watch our flank
on
behind.
left flank.
Let's get back.
Go.
What's up here?
What's up?
Sniper.
Oh, there you are. There you are.
Scouts up top.
50. Thank you. Oh, later.
There's a spy here.
Oh, whiff.
I'm fucked.
Ouch.
Oh wow, I called for the unlink and then Hurry, the double backstab, took down Pure and Blaze at the exact moment we unlinked, so we did not get either reaction. I am so regretful for this.
Don't worry, DJC. I think you're doing a great job. I just want to reassure you there, man. You're an excellent caster. Maybe not caster of the season material, you know, but you're pretty good. If you want to show DJC how much you hate him, please go to etf2l.org and vote for the pledge as caster of the season. But right now, we're in game here, and the cart is being pushed slowly but surely by Epsilon Mike, who has just been so influential for SNSD, aka Team Europe here. Eats a piece of lead straight from the barrel of Max, though, as I call it his name, Jinx. But the frags are coming in favor of Europe.
Pure went down. Pure went down to Linus there at the end of the fight, so there are no heals right now for the defensive team. Down to under 4 minutes to go. Hurry's going to walk in, backstab Valen, get the sapper on that gun and the teleporter. Pudding Cup gets body shot as well, going back to deal with the spy. So 3 players alive. It's Max, it's Polk, and it's YT50. Are we going to see the best of 3 here that everybody wanted to see? Are we going to see this push to the very limit?
Pushing to the limit, DJC. They are about to get a cap here. As I'm feeling very 80s after that reference, and right now...
Walk along the razor's edge. Let's go to some European Collins line.
Sorry, give me a second.
We will allow you all the time in the world, sir.
So unprofessional, Lang. I'm tired of your shit, man. You have to step your game up.
Listen, Ad.
At Van Camp for all complaints. Twitter.
They all bottom, they all...
Demo ended down. I'm walking to top.
Yeah.
Weak, heavy, bottom.
Sniper died.
I'm down.
Pyro top. I'm getting heavily focused.
We're top.
Pyro mechs on top with Pyro soldier, top left.
Scout died.
Mike's on them.
We're spawn camping still.
Yeah.
We're the best. Innit?
But they are still top on our
We do
side.
anything to the cutout or?
Oh shit.
We can't, they're stopping us with the combo.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
I'm not.
Maneuvers. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Spy scout near the cat.
Oh, fucking
We have
spy.
plenty of time, to be honest. To me, 20.
Heavy
Like
down.
that.
No, he's not down actually.
We got
Nice.
advantage.
Build that Uber, build that Uber. Just everyone like keep rolling up. Watch out,
Somebody
Spy's like free
build,
and loose.
please. Somebody.
Spy.
Spy right there, yeah. Oh well,
I,
it's not getting
I
out.
can build for you, I guess.
Can you watch left as you build? I'm keeping main.
Okay.
Oh no, it's just Spy, yeah. I think Spy's the basement at the moment.
Ah, it's on the tracks, it's on the tracks. It's in the right door.
We just need to get Uber and not die to Spies. Pyro's gone
Shall we-
basement.
Are we just waiting for Uber or trying something? Like.
We should get Uber, we've got Uber advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Down.
Okay.
Spies up, watch your back.
I'll be
die.
with you.
Soldier's right here. Fuck it, let's just go main before this gets fucked.
Nice.
Go right.
Go.
Yeah, I'm walking in, dude. Fuck it.
Oh.
I'm gonna push them back.
That was.
Let's hurt here, took 170, 150
Heavy
time.
died.
We have the...
How's push scouting?
Mess down.
Solely behind us.
We can
Coming down.
close.
Demo power down.
We're
Nice.
pushing from underneath. Our combo.
Going bottom.
Sniper down.
Need to
I equalized
pressure the car.
steady, I'm the best.
Only 3 up, guys.
3 up.
Only 2 up.
2 up.
Only
I
1
know
up.
scout.
Go on the
Scout,
fire.
push.
6 down. 6 down. 6 down. 6 down. All down. 9 down.
Oh, the mini sentry is killing all of us.
Shut the fuck up, Batman, you piece of shit.
Alright, good round from SNSD there. I don't even know who that was. Oh, that was great. Fantastic ending. That's 2 rounds of this best of 3 on Upward played. It is 1-1. Admirable, are you ready for a deciding round? I didn't intend to do that with my voice. I really didn't.
Let's get ready to rumble with TJC. I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
to rumble. Yeah. I used to watch pro wrestling a lot when I was a kid. A lot. So that
Do you have
brought back
time
all
to go
these
for a
nostalgic
pee?
memories. I
Does that need to
suppose
hold
you
it in?
do. You can go for it, Admirable. And in the meantime, why don't we hear what North America are discussing in between halves, Lang?
Alrighty up. Let's just fucking win this last round. It was getting boring. Just start the spy checking, and then maybe we'll win. I don't know.
We didn't switch.
I'll go.
We
I'll
didn't
go. I'll
switch.
be on the
We need some spy
visual
time
lane
calls too.
Yeah,
Spy
sorry.
time call.
Like he's running Dead Ringer and it's I'm like falling asleep here.
Uh-oh, people are AFK. Uh-oh, he's AFK.
We also didn't switch, by the way. I'd rather play defense first.
Pure.
Alright, well, we pulled it away there. From the comms. Well. Apparently they're getting a little tired of this. It has been drawn on for quite a while here. And they were missing their medic, so Pierre gets a late start to healing, but he should still have his Uber by the time we get to the start of the actual round. He has 30 seconds to go, only about 70% to build. He's not going to be leaving spawn instantly anyway, so SNSD have to put up the defense here. It's really on them, because if they win if they win this round, rather, we will go to a 3rd map, and if not, I am assuming that we will just not play the 3rd map. It will be actual best of 3 rules, and will just be 2 maps wins it instead of 3 maps being played for the good of the show. But welcome back, Admirable. How was it?
Good, man. Oh, wow. I feel like a new man. I'm so relieved.
And then you can take away Mr. New Man at the start of this round with your calls.
I'm watching Tweak trying to duke it out with Max. He spots the sniper, whiffs to the headshot. That's my boy. And goes down. Sorry, Kev. I tried to give you a moment in the limelight there, but you let me down again.
Vic is down, so the defensive sniper is out of the fight, but look at this, Uber's been forced off from Mirland here. They're going to try and get a bit aggressive with ALX, might be their downfall, because Mirland is committed pretty far into this, putting Cubs getting aggressive will take down ALX heavy. Butnos is defending his medic, enabling Mirland to run away, but he is so vulnerable right now. Max can't get the headshot off in time, though. I don't think he even had the angle, so with a full Uber advantage here, Pure and his team could make some magic happen.
Yeah, they're racing forward here. It's a real blue surge. They're getting a little bit strung out from the rest of the team. That might be something they want to consider, but they're happy here just to be in position on the run. They've got the cover of the little house in front. They can trade a lot of fire here. In comes Mike. Oh, he gets shut down. Air stickies from Red deny Mike, who has been the bane of Pure's existence over the course of this map and probably the last one as well. But Pure is sitting on that full charge. Maryland's on 80 though. He's going to get it up very soon. They'll be able to make an Uber versus Uber defense here for sure. But they're 2 players down right now, although Mike and Hurry are just about to respawn DJC.
And then we'll get this forward spawn. Polk is going to get dropped here by your boy Kevin. He did get the headshot off onto the enemy heavy. The engineer's down as well. Linus and Hurry in comparison, and it's only really Linus because Hurry popped the Ringer, not the hugest of picks. Kate is down though, that is going to be massive here. Max got the body shot off, and nobody's really pressuring this combo for the American side right now. Blaze is going to jump up top, takes down the sniper and the teleporter and 2 rockets. Is going to find a heavy though, greets him well with his face. Sentry gun is down early here thanks to Red spam and Blaze's distraction, and then Stabby is going to get Linus and just casually stroll away, and Alex getting air blasted out of the skies. Polk's going to drop down onto Cadis and Alex's head. Uber's going to be forced off here. Tons of multis coming out from SNSD. Stabby will die here. And look at this. Hurry was in position, but no Wisey with the cleanup will take him down. And the aggression from Polk and Red is astonishing right now. Pipes being thrown. Ooh, that pipe onto Mirland took him down. Nice from Red. And I made a really awkward noise there because I kind of coughed as I was saying that.
Was that the noise, DJ? And it looks like the Americans have just been really pissed off by that last loss. Their first Highlander round lost in quite a long time. I'm pretty sure that the previous game we cast at the show match, there was a wipe from NA. It's probably pissed them off a little bit, DGC. They're coming out all guns blazing on this round, putting in an impressive time thus far, and Pure is yet to get his Uber charge building up again, but Maryland's sitting on 40%. Not sure how that's going to factor into things. Mike's gone down, but he's about to respawn. Tweet gets domed yet again by Max, and that forces a little bit of action there from Kadis, who goes straight into this blue combo here. All those players swarm down the train. He does damage, but not enough to really pick up any frags. All for now, DJC.
Yeah, Red went down also, so blue team not exactly in the greatest positions here. They are going to have to deal with what is behind before they can really start pushing the cart, but Blaze is on it now. F2 Linus and Epsilon's mic are down. And Lang, why don't you take us away with some North American comms?
Ooh.
Ooh. Hard in.
Double took 30. Sniper's watching here.
Watch your spy.
Oh god, the cart, why is he the cart?
Sniper
Yeah,
here.
I just spawned.
Sniper's
Spy left cart.
That was under.
I'm on the spy because I
going
have nothing
for it.
better to do.
I'm gonna try to get the gun if it's out.
It's just coming up.
Something's
I'm
soldier
gonna
left
go
side, soldier left
behind
side.
us.
I'm down. Soldier down.
Soldier,
Spy's
yeah.
dead.
Just keep pushing.
And
Heavy's close.
Alright,
Really
let's have a
closer.
clean Uber so we can go home after the next minute.
One going.
Heavy's kind of hurt, maybe. He's under.
I'm getting on sniper.
Med dropped down. Yeah, he fell.
Sniper dead. It's
Heavy's
2 up.
done. Double's up top.
Yeah, focus demo.
We're committing, we're
soldier.
fighting.
Spy on cart, spies on
Spy on
cart.
cart.
Scout is short.
Meg,
They're Susan cart.
There we go, guys. Looks like we're going home. Spy scout, spy scout.
Arctic 130.
Oh,
Good to go.
America.
nice.
America.
God shed his grace on thee. That is it? Oh, an insane time for the American squad. Their anger has fueled them to 4 minute 38 seconds, which is crazy. Really crazy. So we'll see
That
if
was clinical,
SNSD can
man.
counter it. Yeah, it really was. It was nice. It was well executed.
I felt like I was tuning into a team of surgeons there, man, as they operated on an unfortunate EU team. But you know how it is, man, when you're casting, like, say, Gravel Pit or something, somebody comes out with a really sick fast time, and you're like, wow, this can't be beat. Sometimes that's just the impetus the other team needs, so I want to hype it up a little bit, DJC. I want to see if Europe can come out strong out of the starting gate here, but it's going to be tough.
Yeah, you know what I want to hear right now? Some European comms. I want to see what their strategy is as they go into this. I need to hear, like, give me the meat, buddy.
Over two guys.
Goody.
Let's go left side.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm on left.
Ready.
Just push.
Dun.
Stick is going, guys.
Can you hear me?
Spy me on the cart.
Solid jump.
Yeah, da. I'm gonna try and force them.
Snap it again.
There you go.
Nice. I'm left, come to me.
Well, then don't jump off the cliff, please.
We gotta go. Let's go, man. They're 5 fucking down. Let's go. We got a hero push this shit.
Demo's hurt.
I need to heal heavy, really.
I'm not.
I'm dead. Demo's like
Demo time.
Fiddy.
How did he kill me? Someone else.
That was amazing.
That was amazing indeed. A brilliant line to end it on. They had a huge number of advantage, just did not do all of the things they needed to do to push it and have paid dearly. Mike and F2 gonna die for a second time. Pierce sitting on a 60% Uber advantage right now, and you know what Europe needs, Admirable? Do you know what inspiration they could use? The seagull.
Oh, I went for that one, DJC. I think I choked a little bit.
You crossed the finish line and kept running for a few miles after that one.
DJC,
That was
I think I may have broken the illusion there. There is actually not a seagull here, guys. It's just me making the noise. I'm sorry to rock your world, but the cat is out of the bag. The seagull is out of the bag.
How does your throat feel after that one?
Oh,
You alright?
man. I feel like DJC. It's 3 hours ago.
Well, the Uber was popped off from the Americans here. Blaze is going to be fighting Linus up on the front lines. Will find some damage on him, but no kill. And then out comes the spy on scout action. Mike got that pistol out, but he's walking no stab. He couldn't find the opportunity. He was run away to his team. Full advantage for Mirlin here. And they're actually going to pop this off. Oh, it's crit screen! We are bad casters. Didn't even notice Pure is dead. So is Polk. Mirlin died to Blaze as well as Mike, but it might not matter too much. And Lang, I know we're making you work hard during this upward, buddy, but there's 2 minutes 30 seconds to go. We gotta hear what Europe's thinking.
Is that?
Ah, shit! You guys, there's a pyro on you. Just saying.
Yeah.
Medic does.
Nice. Sniper low. I'm pushing hill.
Go with the combo, go with the combo. Rodent up there.
I don't know where anyone is or what's going on. All I know is I'm going for it.
Demo's down.
Going.
Haters, don't jump off the cliff. Haters, please.
I don't know where anyone is.
Kill Engie on right side.
Engie to
Scout behind
Fiddy.
us. Scout behind us on right side.
Soldier in. He's gonna kill Marilyn.
They're pissed.
No way.
Soldier took a pipe. Spy behind you.
Oh shit.
I got Chris, guys, where are you? I'm on top left.
Back of
Scout going down, Scout going
Do we have telly?
Oh
shit.
Could have win it.
I'm coming, Alex. Got your back, nigga. Where's the man? Anyone know?
Let's go.
Going clutch gaming plays.
Good.
Oh god!
Sniper right side.
No! Soldier's by right tunnel away.
Oh, soldier jumped on me.
I'm just walking in and dying, and then it's respawning.
Well, mate, you're shit, mate.
It was funny.
Marilyn, where you at, my brother?
I'm internal.
So, there was a mistake in there. Boy, howdy, was there ever. A few people in chat caught it. Cadus is now on Sticky Jumper. He's trying to get aggressive and do what he can as the final 45 seconds are closing off here. Putting Up is going to die. F2 walks in, takes on the Sentry, but then gets backstabbed by stab of the card. It's still being pushed here by SNSD. The fight, the map may be over, but the fight is not by any means. Pierre's going to drop some Uber cells onto ALX and popped it in the end. He is trying to run back to his team now. Has the Ubersaw out. Is going to take down Epsilon Mike. 25 seconds to go. Miralin going for his own. Ubersaw's can SNSD at least get this pity point here. Polk and Red onto the card. They're going to drop 2 kills on Butnose and Miralin. Polk is still spun up and firing away. Mike is going to light a YC50. There are players now flooding in for SNSD. F2's into the tunnel. His sentry gun is going to go down as well as himself. Valen's going to clean up Cadis. 10 seconds to go. Only a few players in position to even get to the card. Alex gets cleaned up by that minigun of Polk. He is dead, and that will be 2 maps to nothing in favor of the North American squad in this Highlander European versus North American show match. Thank you so much to all these players for participating in this, even though it drew on for quite a while, even though some players got obviously frustrated, even though it was 2 rounds, 2 maps straight of payload, but that was a glorious end.
DJC, the game is over. I'm looking at my subscriber count. It's 412. I'm drawing a line under that, man. That's it. 412 minus 85. Let me open up the motherfucking calculator here.
You owe $654. How's it feel, James?
I'm proud.
It's very generous of you.
Thanks.
That's it for the NA vs EU, right? NA took it in 2 maps. We'll have to go to
2
a third
maps
map.
to nothing. Cool. I think people would revolt if you tried to make them play a 3rd map at this point after 2 hours of payload.
Yes!
So it's for the best.
I mean, it would not be payload unless we did Gold Rush, right? Yeah, we're not doing that.
Not doing that. What is the next event, Sean Bud?
The next event is Jump, featuring Exco, HBC, Ridley. It's going to be hosted with Delort and I believe Seabear, and you are going to be hanging around, or somebody, I don't know. I don't know if Admiral wants to hang around or if he's just bitter about all his money that he just lost.
If Seabear is
not
here,
lost.
I will
money
stick
that he's
around.
donated for an awesome cause. Because he's even more awesome than dude, Admirable. Those write-ups that you put on Vanilla TV, they just tickled me. I don't know. You got a way with words, man. I appreciate all the kind words.
I'm tweeting to my new followers now. I'll have to talk to my accountant and see if we can work out some sort of payment plan here. I didn't say I was going to pay it all at once. What about $1 a day? Can we do this? I'll make sure it's going to be a grand presentation here. I'll let people know on the chat when I'm about to send that money over so we can all get confirmation there.
Sure.
But wow.
If I can plug a few Actually, thanks for that gesture, Admirable. I really appreciate that. Shout out to him for signing out. If you want more stuff, or for donating that, and then also I think would you get a festive minigun or something I heard about?
Oh yeah, I've already sent that one back. That's money in the bank, man. $50 for that.
Money in the bank. Thanks for that. Anyways, if you guys want anything else signed by Admirable or DDC or any of the other casters, scroll down to the bottom of the Twitch information. There is a signed weapons auctions thread, and one of the auctions is the Tip of the Hat's crew, is what we're calling it. If I can pull up the list of items for that, it's a pretty strong inventory. It's a Market Gardener from Star, a knife from Stabby, a direct hit from me, a rocket launcher from Lang, KGBs from Truck, a Teddy Roosevelt little engineer bear from Seabear, a medigun from Admirable, a bottle from DJC, and a sniper from Bloodsire. So all the casters and hosts that have been helping out, and Truck and Lang have been behind the scenes with me, hopefully ensuring the production and stuff has gone through flawlessly. And we've had some hiccups, but I think it's gone down better than we expected. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Make sure you check out those auctions, get your bids in. There's also some signed weapons that you can buy for $5 if you want to check the inventory before you select the... I believe we're updating the inventory actively anytime something gets bought. So that list should be accurate. And we will try to get those to the buyers within the week. All the money is going to a good cause, guys. OneStepCamp.org if you want to check out their website. If you want a little bit of info on what you're donating towards, they host summer camps for kids, and if you go to their donation page on their website, they give you a little rundown of what your money is going towards, and $2,000 is enough to cover one kid's camp for an entire summer. Is what they had on their site. So $26,793 right now. I really appreciate every single donation from the bottom of my heart, guys. Like, we put a lot of work into this, and it's just awesome to see you guys donate so much for it. One final shout out. I believe we might still need, we kind of got a back order yesterday on a few of the Science Stranges. and we'd like to keep those going, and we can definitely fulfill all those requests for sure. But if anyone wants to donate some gift wraps, I will paste a Steam account. You can add that account. It's our Whisker Biscuit, I guess I'll call him the manager of our items team. He's been with me all weekend, just kind of running the show behind the scenes. Really appreciate it. There's the link for you. Add that account, and you can donate some gift wraps or anything else for the raffles, I guess. If you want anything unusuals or anything to be added to the raffles, definitely check that out. I think that's all my that's all my stuff. You guys got anything to say?
Sean,
what's up, Bear?
Did you just give out Whisker Biscuit's Steam ID to all of these? I mean, very friendly.
We did this
people.
earlier. This is like the third time, Bear. I had his permission, and we're getting stuff with it. So yeah, I mean.
Okay. Sorry.
I didn't paste it. Someone else did for me, which is thanks to whoever.
How are you doing, Seabear?
Hey, buddy. How was your Highlander experience? You know what? Let me go to break, and then I'm talking for a while.
Let's go to intermission. I see Kurt's already got the intermission screen. Coming up next, we've got Jump Races, hosted by Delort and DJC, and I think maybe Seabear's going to join us. Seabear?
Hello!
Hello! Yes, Seabear will be here next hour as well. I don't know if Admirable is going to be sticking around any longer. He might have had enough of us for one day. Might be having to sort out his bank account as well. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the Highlander action. There's some jumping happening for the next hour. There's some 6v6 action later on at 8 Eastern. There's going to be a pug tournament, and the 4 captains. It's going to be a 4-team tournament, and the 4 captains of those teams are Star, Sizer, Dummy, and Pure. So that should be a blast. And also at 10 o'clock, immediately following the pug tournament, there is b-ball. We got 4 really awesome squads lined up to face off in a b-ball tournament. And capping off tonight's action is going to be a 6v6 show match. Basically, it's going to be a scrim between 2 of the LAN teams for next week's ESEA LAN. Mix-up versus HRG. So that should be top-notch TF2 from now until the end of the stream. Make sure you guys stick around and watch. We'll be back in a few minutes with the jump segment.